Hello, everybody, and welcome to Scrollers Chat, episode 24. And tonight we're going to be talking about where to find patterns online, the designers' pages. Also, we're probably going to talk a little bit about where to find supplies too, like blades and whatnot, wood, things of that nature. We'll see how the show goes. On the show tonight, we have Charles Daring,
Addy,
John Cossins, and I'm going to let them unmute themselves and tell you guys where to find them.
John, you may go first, sir. Or not. Are you there, John?
John, unmute yourself and tell them where to find you.
Is he frozen? No, he's not frozen. Okay. John, if you can hear us.
Charles, you go first then.
Alrighty then. Hi. I love it. Jeff. Okay, let me real quickly throw out who's in the chat. We have Katie Dotson, Chris Nealon of Niantic River. It's not Nitanic, it's Niantic. Jeff Robinson, Donna Presley, haven't seen her in a while. We have Ron Norris, the Nugget guy. I can't go into detail. We have, who else? Al Forte, Carl Taylor. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody because I'm going real fast. I am Charles Daring. Woodenvisions.com is my website, which is one of the websites we'll be talking about tonight. I don't know why, but, you know, kind of have some patterns there. Patrick Aud, P-E-T-R-I-K is the first name. O-U-D. He's from New Zealand. Thank you for being on the show, sir. Charles goes first. No one else will get a chance, says Katie. Act like you know me, girl. Anyway, I'm supposed to be saying where you can find me. Yeah, that's woodenvisions.com, The Charles Daring on Facebook, The Charles Daring on Instagram, which I'm not terribly active on, but I'm working on it. And YouTube is Charles Daring Scroll. Back to you, Lee.
Thank you.
Thank
Charles.
you.
John, does your mic work? Can you hear me? No, I guess he's stuck.
I can hear you, but I don't know if I still got a echo.
Oh, okay. Well, tell them where to find you.
No echo.
No echo? Okay. You can find me on Facebook under John P.A. Cousins or on my Facebook page, Wood If I Could. Scroll Saw and Woodworks.
Okay. Thank you, John.
I love that grin. Yeah.
And if then he went back to muting himself because he was starting to echo again. All right. I'm just looking over in the chat real quick. We got Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Am I saying that right? He's from New Zealand.
Patrick. I already went through the list, butthead. Sorry.
Well,
sorry.
I like that he's from New Zealand. We're getting some overseas people. Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Going international.
John's overseas. If you want, no, not really. He's just way up there.
Just above us. He's not overseas.
I'm trying to be funny over here.
You have to get over an ocean to get to Canada.
I know. Just trying to be funny.
He's not overseas. He's just above us.
And Ron Norris got on to me saying, "Why do I have to be the nugget guy? You started it. You should be it." So I am the butt nugget.
I guess so. All right. What are we going to talk about tonight? Oh, wait. I got a couple of things to do before we do that. My brain works, I promise. If you guys haven't already heard, we run Scroller's Choice magazine. It's myself and John Cousins that run this magazine. So if you guys want to go over to our website and check out the magazine, you can see on the back here, this is all our back issues. So we've been in business for 3 years. So we have 3 years of back issues.
Rock and roll.
In print and PDF. And our website is actually right there. It's Scroller's Choice, M-A-G, short for magazine, .wixsite.com/home. Go there, check it out. It's inside the United States. You can buy print or PDF. Outside the United States, you have to buy PDF only. We don't ship outside the United States yet. Still working on that. So go over, check it out. You guys can go to our main page there and then click on the issues page, and it'll take you and show you all the covers of the back issues. And pretty much everything's listed there as to what's in it. But if you guys have any questions, there's a way to contact us on that page or through Facebook. You can contact me or John and ask us, and we always try to get back to you guys fast. All right, that's taken care of. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is the upcoming Ohio picnic. That'll be May 18th and 19th here in Ohio, and I'm going to pull up the website here in just a second, so bear with me as I...
And he'll read every word of it for you. Just giving you heck. Oh, I forgot to mention something, and I should be bragging on it. Can I throw that out there, Lee?
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
I'm bragging. I'm bragging for not in a non-arrogant way. I'm bragging because I'm so excited about it. For those that don't know, I actually have an official sponsor now, Bearwood Supply Company, and Bearwood's Supply Company, and their website is bearwood.com. And I'm excited about it because they researched me. I researched them. None of it was, under the table. What's the word I'm looking for? There was no sucking up involved. There was no harsh terms to come to. They liked my character. I liked theirs. I liked their customer service. I liked their products. So after some negotiating, we talked, and I am now officially partnered with bearwood.com. So I'm excited about that. So that's why I'm talking about it. That's what I mean by bragging. I'm so happy.
They're calling you a dreamsicle over there.
Well, he's referring to my shirt, but I don't know. I think it's because of how bright orange it is.
He thinks it looks like a popsicle, I think.
And thank you.
A daring-sicle. All right.
Thank you, Katie and Donna. Y'all are the only nice ones out there. Right. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I know I've never heard of an orange dreamsicle, but I guess it was bright orange. So thanks.
All right. If you guys can see this, this is the website for the Northeastern Ohio Scrollers, which is my Scroll Saw Club, which is hosting the event here in Ohio. It's right here, the Northeastern Ohio Scroll Saw Woodworking Expo, Friday, May 18th, Saturday, May 19th, hosted by the Northeastern Ohio Scrollers. This is where it's at, the Cultural Center, 1201 Grant Avenue, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And then the zip code. The vendor registration is right here at the top. Scroller registration at the bottom. These down here are the vendors that have already said they're going to be coming. The only one that isn't here on this list that has already said they're coming is RBI Hawk. So that is our most recent one that say that they're coming. I just haven't added it to the website yet, but Hawk will be coming to the show. So they'll be going on here as soon as I get a second to add them. So if you guys look, they have a link to all these websites, so you guys can check them out. The Scroller class registration, you click on this one, it'll take you over here. It has the prices listed. If you are a SAW member and you have a valid SAW card, bring it with you and you get $1 off for the registration booth table, and you get $1 off for the bottom down here for the Scroll Saw contest. Instead of 7, it's 6 for registering for the contest. And then down here, you send all this information back to me, make the checks out to me, and my address is down there. Anybody that's considering coming to Ohio, we need to start getting the money in, because I know you guys still think it's a month and a half away, but for us it's not, because we have to start paying for things such as caterers, the building, supplies, ribbons for the contest, etc., etc. So
I'm mailing in some napkins just to be helpful.
Yeah, okay. The sooner you guys send it in for us, the better. To kind of entice you guys to do that, we're doing an early registration basket. It's going to be anybody that registers by March 31st or April 1st at the latest will be entered into a competition for this raffle, for this basket. You can only get it if you register by then. So far in it, it's going to have at least one pattern from Bruce Worthington, which will be an Intarsia pattern. PS Wood Machines is donating blades, blade holders, and a couple of patterns. Garnet Hall has 2 packs of Sawbird blades in there. Scroller's Choice magazine is We've put a digital yearly subscription for 2018 in there, which is an email one. And then there's also 2 back issues, which is the First Responders, Police and Fire Edition, and the Holiday 2015, which was the first one we put out. And then the last one here I have on the list is me. This is my website, Wooden Wonders Workshop, which I'll show you guys later on. And I'm putting 2 fretwork patterns in there. Haven't decided which ones they are. So if you guys are interested in registering early, I suggest you do it early so you guys are entered into this for this basket. Their prizes kind of change daily, and then we get more people that put stuff in. So that's pretty much it for that for right now. And I can stop sharing this and go back to here.
McCrory has joined us.
All right. Okay. All right, Charles, that's all I had. So do you want to kick us off for the topic for tonight?
Well, sure. But first, I'm going to talk about a show I'll be going to, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is a show in Houston, Texas, April 13th through the 15th, and it is, I should probably share screens because that made too much sense. If you don't mind presenting me, Lee, while I do that.
Yes. Hang on one second.
I'll wait. It's okay.
It's okay.
For real.
And I think you, if you're going to the Houston one, I think Steve will be going there as well.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
So you get to meet Steve.
I met Steve in Atlanta. That was awesome.
Oh, okay. And we get to see him again then.
Ron North says Lee's audio sucked. We heard every word. That's funny. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna go over to the website.
Click.
Yeah, click or gurgled. Anyway, the website. I won't read through every word because once I tell you the website, you can go there if you would like to. It's woodworkingshowofTexas.com. And April 13th through 15th at 2018. Of 2018, $12 for all 3 days. And the times are right there. I won't read them all out to you. But the address is on the website as well as the vendors. Again, it's woodworkingshowofTexas.com. Some of the vendors will be...
Charles, not to interrupt you, but I think Jeff's asking if you will be there all 3 days.
Yes, I will. Unless something comes up, I should be there all 3 days. I won't read off all the sponsors, but the ones I'm excited about is Seiko, because I really want one of their new saws, and I want to cry in front of their booth till they give me one to throw me out. Just kidding. Not really. And Bear Woods will be there, at least according to the website. I haven't discussed with them, but anyway. So SawStop, Jet. There's gonna be a lot of Easy Wood Tools, a lot of good vendors there. Location. If you want to see how to get there, there's the location. Again, it's April 13th through 15th, and it's in Houston, Texas. I will be there with my wife, which is very
Al
rare.
Forte, why? Oh, sorry, Charles. Al Forte, why are you over in the chat and not in the panel?
Because he's mean. I'm hoping Al Forte will go, but that's probably a long drive for him. I don't know, but I don't know if I've gotten to meet Al Forte or not. I don't think I have. I'm embarrassed if I have and I forgot. But anyways, that's Woodworking Show Up Texas. If you want more information, it's April 13th through the 15th. And I will be there, and I'm excited as heck. And it's the first time I will ever have my wife out in public. I'm kidding. Is my camera on? Because it's the light's not on. Oh, I am screen sharing. That might be why.
Screen sharing, yes.
Let me stop screen sharing and see if the light comes back on. There it goes. Woo! Thought my dreamsicle. I need to work on the contrast of my camera, by golly.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
Well,
okay.
Even if it's not fuzzy, it's like really distinct. My eyes aren't black and they look black. Anyway, so I am done screen sharing. If you would like to stop unless you want me to go right into the topic of showing websites.
Yeah, you wanted to go first, so go right ahead.
Oh, by God, I'll go first. All right, so let me go back to screen sharing. Here, no way we go. All right, this may surprise you, but bearwood.com is the first one I'm bringing up.
You
Y'all
don't
should
say.
you should know about woodenvisions.com, but if not, I'm gonna let it slide this one time. Now, bearwood.com doesn't only sell scroll saw patterns; they also sell clock parts, supplies, picture framing, wooden parts and stuff like that. And I don't want to, brush them off, but since the show is about scroll saw patterns, is why I'm going there. Steve Good has some on there, and I have some on there, and I will be adding more. But for right now, I have many more to upload. So what you won't see a very big variety when it comes to the crosses and horses, but Bearwood is the only place to get these layered window designs. So I finally released them, but this is the only place to buy them. I was on bearwood.com, not Bearwoods. It's bearwood.com. So that's where you can get those. And I'm working on clock designs as well because, as Steve Good has them on there too. Excuse me. I don't know if the clock patterns have been uploaded yet or not. Some of them have.
Travis, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Where are they located out of?
In Canada, and I want to say British Columbia, but I could be wrong because I've slept since then. I've released more than just these two clock designs, but I, out of respect for them, I can't go into too much detail. But there's family health issues that might be slowing things down, and my thoughts and prayers are with them. So they generally get things out as quickly as they can once I've sent it to the site. But anyways, there's a hand holding a clock and a wolf howling at a clock. But there are very basic clock designs that I've submitted as well, or I'm in the process of submitting. But again, bearwood.com is the only place you can get these layered window looks. They are literally layered windows. But that's Bearwood. And the other ones I can just say because I know them. Sheila Landry Designs.com, or Keith Fenton and Sheila Landry both have designs there, quite a few. Sue May out of South Africa is, I don't know why I'm doing this. Sue May has scrollsawartist.com. Steve Good, all of his are free. Scrollsawworkshop.blogspot.com. And I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but you're going to have to watch the show again to get them all. And don't forget about woodenvisions.com. Back to you, Lee. You weren't prepared, were you?
Hey, what's woodenvisions.com? I don't think I've ever heard about that.
Well, whoa. It's a place you can get scroll saw patterns, but also, just saying, bling bling. You can get a scroll on t-shirt and a scroll on cap and a scroll on t-shirt, which I'm not wearing right now because I seem to wear that every week, but I wanted to change my clothes every now and then. But you can get a scroll on cap. As far as the pricing goes, I'm only making, just to let you know where the pricing is at. I didn't want to price way out of range, so I'm only getting like $3 profit. You don't have to do it for me because this isn't about me. I think scroll on, in my opinion, would be a neat text. What's the word I'm looking for? Statement for any scroll sawyer. It's not gender specific. Go ahead, Lee.
I can't do it. Al's over there sending me Star Trek things.
You do it like that, man. You go that, you go that, you go this, you go that. Anyway, woodenvision.com, close to 1,500 scroll saw patterns, as well as the cap. There's coffee mugs, which are kind of small, so you don't have to get those. But there's t-shirts for men and women. They say either just scroll on like this, or a picture of me pointing, or whichever hand I point with. But that's woodenvisions.com, and that's where there's very large variety there. But again, bearwood.com is the only place you can get the layered window designs and the clock designs for now. Back to you, Lee.
All right. So John, do you have a website that you want to put out there for scroll saw patterns that you want to talk about?
Oh, there's too many to choose from. Like, I don't even the one that I really use a lot though is actually woodentoys.com. And They really don't have a lot of scroll saw patterns, but a lot of their toys you can do on the scroll saw though. I don't, I didn't pull them up beforehand or anything else, but I know the address is Wooden Toys, toymakingplans.com.
I like
I
them.
know
They have like they have the one that's got the aircraft carrier and all the planes going.
They got all kinds of stuff for everybody. And I'm actually working on a rocking horse right now for one of my nieces.
Yeah, they advertise.
Sorry.
Another magazine.
Carol Schultz has joined us, just for the record. Go ahead.
Hey, Carol. She is my fellow NEOS member. Hello, Carol. Donna's.
Oh, and I know that.
Yeah, Donna's saying there's cherry tree, and there's berry basket. There's also wooden teddy bear.
And Wildwood Designs. I forgot about some of them.
Some of those merged together, and I can't remember which ones.
Yeah. By the way, sorry to interrupt, John. Some people write to me saying, "Dude, I've seen your designs in these catalogs." Some of my designs are into different catalogs, so they didn't steal them from me. It was an agreement. Go back to you, John.
In reference to your bearwood.com, the Canadian site is woodparts.ca.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're out of well, it's only probably a good 15-hour drive for me right now, so.
Yeah. Donna says Wildwood Designs are now combined with Cherry Tree. I did not know that. Thank you, Donna Presley. Back to you, Lee and/or John.
Go ahead, Lee. Anything else?
Yeah, if you're done, I'm going to show a couple of websites.
Go ahead.
I'm just pulling up the right ones here.
Okay. That's a very good point somebody brought up in the chat. Sorry to interrupt, Lee. Charles Hand, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Him and Mike Williams both have awesome patterns, and as does Terry Whitley.
Yeah, and Kenny Hopkins.
And Kenny Hopkins.
He was on last week, which he may come back tonight. He is actually might stop in a little later before the show ends. He's at work, but Kenny was on last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kenny and the others, for not bringing y'all up because y'all are good friends of mine. I just was trying to think of a whole list, and I'm sorry. Back to you, Lee.
That's the problem with doing a show like this. There's so many talented people out there in the community.
Yeah, Ron Norris brought up another one, Alex Fox.
Yeah, Alex Fox does a bunch of patterns.
He's out of the Ukraine.
What's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's on all of the Facebook groups.
You got to narrow it down. Scrollerific is Bobby Riggs. He does patterns.
Yep.
I don't know if he has a website or not, but he does.
Bobby Riggs does a bunch. And then there's what's his name? And something with an O on Facebook.
Something with an O.
Onder.
There you go. Onder.
Oh yeah, the one that looks like Russian writing.
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to remember to put all these links in the comment section because I don't have control of the description.
But the one that I'm teamed up with is
PS Wood Machines.
PS Wood Machines. And I'll show you guys really quickly their website.
Oh, John Schaffner. Number one, hello, John. It's been so long. Donna Presley and John Schaffner both mentioned two more people. Scrollsaw Village is a website, has a ton of free patterns.
Yes.
Donna Presley says Sam Custodio. It's like
Sam Custado, yeah. He does a lot of great patterns too, and he's actually put a lot in the magazine before too.
Yeah, and there again, go ahead, John.
Can't forget Mr. Hutchinson.
Yeah, Rick.
Rick Hutchinson has a gob of designs on his website. I believe that's scrollsaw.com. Or Scrollsaws. I don't remember because I've slept since then.
Scrollsaw, isn't it? Yeah, scrollsaw.com.
I think either or will get you there.
Scrollsaws.com, I think.
I'm glad these people are in the chat mentioning them because I feel bad for missing a lot of them because there are a lot of up-and-coming designers or established designers that have great patterns.
Can you guys see this one all right?
Get over there. You're not presenting, by the way. I don't think. Yeah, you are.
Okay.
pswood.com.
This is pswood.com. Over here, if you guys want to check out their website, they've got a lot of stuff: bandsaw blades, bandsaw accessories, scroll saws. They have their own bandsaw actually. They got the super sharp scroll saw blades, bunch of scroll saw accessories, intarsia patterns, scroll saw patterns. But what I wanted to show you guys was basically for this purposes of the show was to show you guys the patterns that are over here. We'll start with the intarsia patterns. This is Garnett Hall and Kathy Wise both have patterns through them. So Garnett Hall, as you know, is a designer that's in our magazine almost every issue. So he has a lot of his patterns through these guys. And Kathy's got stuff on here too. You guys can see down here some of the stuff.
By the way, we sadly forgot to mention Carl Taylor. He has patterns on his website. I'm so sorry to these guys that are good at their stuff.
I think
it's
all
just
his
hard to think of them all.
All of his are free too. Yeah, so it's good to go check out his website too. And then on here is the scroll saw patterns on this page. I see a bunch of stuff that's on here. For instance, I think this is forget. I'm having a brain fart.
I don't think all of Curl's are free, but they're inexpensive if not free.
Yeah, most of them
free
are
ones.
free, but he might have some that are for sale.
Yeah, Ken McCrory has to leave us. Thank you for watching, Ken.
But what I wanted to show you guys was if you go to the right here, for instance, this one is one that I designed. That's a pickup truck, and all of
sorry.
Trying to find the right section here.
Man, I feel bad for all the people we've forgotten. We probably should have written. Okay, for the record, coming up with show topics is difficult. Coming up with a different one every week, so we were all kind of unprepared for this. So that's why there wasn't a pre-written list. So,
and if you guys go here, you can look through all these cars. I have probably 20 different cars on here for sale, and they're about $6. So if you guys come on here, you can look through here. Here's all my cars. They're listed here at the bottom. You can see them all. There's a Corvette, a couple other things. There's 2 Corvettes. That's a Corvette. That's a Sky. It's an old Roads. That's an old Bugatti. There's an Aston Martin. What is this up here?
Aston Martin, not Austin Martin. Goober. Just kidding.
Aston Martin. So there's a El Camino on here too, flashing over here on the side. So if you guys want to check that out, you can.
Very good to see you again, Donna Presley and John Schaffner. It's been a long time since I've seen either one of y'all.
Many people don't know this, but they actually sell scroll saw, actual scroll saws as well. And I want to check out their scroll saws. Got it here. And they have them listed here. There's a 21-inch and the 14-inch. And the only difference on this saw is that it's based on a, the speed is based on a bandsaw. So it's on the pulley system, a little different pulley system than regular saws. But I've cut with this.
I've got to tell you, Lee, I know this is totally off topic. Ron Norris is saying we got to dedicate an entire show to decide on what phrase Lee should end his show with.
So, as you guys can see, this is a 5-speed, but the speed change on it is a round belt, and it rolls on a low-profile pulley. So it has a pulley system. So it's a little different than the other saws in that case. But this is a beautiful saw, and I've cut with it myself. So if I ever buy another one, it'd probably be this saw.
I'm hoping the angels above send me a Seiko and or an Excelsior, which used to be Excalibur, but is now sold through King Canada. And if any of y'all that are talking about the Echo, it's because John got new speakers and these things happen, but he's trying to monitor that.
All right. Who else has a idea for? Oh, wait, I'll show you guys my website, of course. We can do that.
You have a website, Lee?
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah,
scroll.
Ron is saying he doesn't think click on is going to stick, is why he wants you to come up with a new ending line.
How about Ron's the best? My ending line.
That he might get the only vote for that one.
Kidding.
Oh yeah, Katie Dotson's talking about what I was talking. The King Canada bought Excalibur and it's now called Excelsior.
If you guys,
they have a 30-inch one, and I want it.
If you guys come here to my website, it's Wooden Wonder, not Wonders. It's supposed to be Wonders, but it's Wonder Workshop.wixsite.com/home. Go there, and when you come to the home page, this will be like this. You just hit scroll saw patterns up here, and it'll swing down here at the bottom. Just you can go through here and pick what you want. What I have on here is these are all ready to be bought. It's just taking a second to load the buy now. But if you guys look here, these are all ones that I've designed. And then what I do is I use a program on my computer to make them look like they're cut. And then you can see there's some Intarsia stuff. My cars are on here. And then down here at the bottom is my Intarsia fire truck. This one was actually cut by Don Lorenz. And that's the fire truck. So,
Chris Nealon is saying he has a Seiko saw and he's working on a second project. I told him kiddingly or jokingly that I hated him, but that's how I show envy. I think most of the viewing audience knows that Rush Clarity just got one through a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, but I'm envious because I very much want a Seiko, but I also want the 30-inch Excelsior, so I don't know what the heck to do.
I'm trying to think of another site to show them. Trying to think. I'm trying to think what Bruce Worthington's website is. I think it's Tarsia. Minute. Yeah. If you come here, this is Bruce's website. He has all his stuff down here. And Mr. Daring, are you paying attention?
Yes, but I'm responding to the chat, sir. Yes, sir.
Do a plug.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Those patterns must look strangely familiar to you.
Yes, those were Bruce Worthington's, some of his, Intarsia designs were converted into fretwork designs. So that, we collaborated on that. It's not doing very well, but it's not for lack of trying. It's just, most people that are looking for Intarsia aren't looking for fretwork designs. So, but thank you very much for Bruce Worthington for coming to me about that. But yes, Bruce Worthington is a great feller, as is Jeanette Square, who does a lot of his designs.
Yeah, they work together.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, who else would we put up here? You guys got anyone off the top of your head?
No, the top of my head covered. Sorry. Now, on a personal note, I just wanted to say regarding the Houston show, the reason why I'm trying to get everybody to go there is I want to meet y'all. It's not about, ooh, y'all come meet me. I'm Charles Deering. It's nothing like that. I want to meet everybody I talk to and who might have questions and this and that. I think it, even if you don't pay attention to the woodworking shows, getting to meet people you've been talking to for years, or people that watch your shows, or getting to answer questions or even ask questions is a great thing. So the camaraderie, the friendships, all that is worth going to some of these shows. I mean, Atlanta, I couldn't afford this year, but yeah. So that I just wanted to throw that out there. I'd love to meet as many of y'all as possible. Back to you, Lee. Are you there, Lee?
I'm here.
All righty, then you're clicking. Click on, baby.
I'm pulling up on another website.
And Katie.
What's that beeping in the background?
It's his fire alarm battery thing. Thank you, Carl. I think Carl says I'm better looking in person. I got to meet him last year in Atlanta, so that was cool.
All right, so since you said Sume, I pulled up her website.
Scrollsawartist.com.
Yeah.
And that's not saying much, Carl. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but yeah. Except last year I just had the Fu Manchu thing going on. Now I got the whole beard going.
So this is
Nor says it's a pacemaker blinking. Beefing. Go ahead.
I hope not. I'm too young to have one of those.
Me too. Go ahead.
But my stress level is certainly high enough.
Oh, I know that feeling.
That's what happens when you play the Scroll Saw Picnic.
Now it sounds like somebody's hammering somewhere.
That's fun. Okay, so this is Sume's website, scrollsawartist.com. Come on here and check it out. It's got a bunch of patterns on here. I've been at it for years. But she's got some beautiful stuff on here.
Yes, she does. I've written to Sume and Sheila Landry both recently, saying it crushes me how diverse. You're saying in an envious way. I say it crushes me, but it impresses me. If I had to name two names that have the most diverse subject matter and simplicity, yet a way of showing realism and elegance, it's Sheila Landry and Sume. They speak for themselves when it comes to the quality of their designs. It just amazes me how much they have. Keith Fenton is involved with Sheila Landry, but back to you, Lee.
Yeah, just checking this out. All these different stuff she has. All right. I'm trying to think of anybody else that we can think of.
Wilkins Woodworking.
Very good.
Because I still want to try all those amazing clocks.
Yeah, the Art Factory. That's Dirk Bowman. Man,
Yeah,
we got a long list to write. We're gonna have to watch this whole show over again and suffer through it just to get all these names written down. Sorry, Lee. Well, no, I don't. Oh.
Yep. Here is Wilkins Woodworking. This is Dan Wilkins. He runs this, and along with his family. But Dan's a great guy. I actually met him in Iowa, and he has a bunch of patterns on here for sale and some beautiful stuff. My favorite thing he has on here is his Japanese koi pond with his fish. And I don't know where it's at exactly, but I'm sure it's on here.
John Nelson as well. Carl, do you know John Nelson's website? You can't really type links into the chat, but you can type the name of the site without the .com on there, if you don't mind.
Remind me to go to Art Factory next, okay?
Okay, Art Factory. The Art Factory, I think. But sadly, Dirk Bowman passed a while back, but Karen Bowman it's spelled Boelman for the sake of names. But I think she still runs it.
Yeah, this is Dan's website. Great guy, great family. I met him and his wife in Iowa. Great people. If you guys want to come on here and give him some business, it's wilkinswoodworking.net. And you can come out here and check out stuff. I think he put up some, these are some stuff that customers bought and then cut. And you put them up here.
Katie is asking that you put all these links in the description, but if you forget, I'll pull them. I'll put them in the comment section.
There's gonna be a ton of them, so
yeah, we may have to rewatch the show just to do it. But
it'd be better if you guys just write them down as we're.
Well, we should have done that, but that would have made way too much sense. But if for some reason you don't get around to putting them in the description, I will put them in the comment section. But it might, since there's going to be so many links, it might try to flag as spam. So you may have to approve of them to be there. But oh, dude, y'all can count on me, by golly. I'm glad the chat has people in it, for one, because obviously it makes for a better audience, but also the people we had forgotten that they brought up. So that's one value of having an audience. But it's also nice to have an audience. But thanks to everybody who
Kenny?
threw out names.
Hi, Kenny.
Is Kenny Hopkins
Welcome to the
here?
fun, Kenny.
How's it going,
Kenny
everybody?
Hopkins is here, baby. How you doing over there?
All right, so
A
if you
lot
guys
better
can see
now.
this website, it's theartfactory.com. This is Dirk Bowman's website. As Charles said, Dirk passed away, but Karen and her son and her daughter run it now. So if you guys want to come on here, you can see all of this. They got clocks and blades, but there's just a ton of patterns that Dirk made over his life. And you guys can come on here and check these out. But there's mostly he did a lot of really nice clocks, like ornate clocks, for instance. There's Big Ben. But there's some cathedral clocks and things on here that he sells, and it's just you see him in person, it's just mind-boggling. And he drew them all by hand, which is something that's really incredible. He did them all by hand. There was no computer, so everything you see with all this little ornate fretwork on this, it's all done. The plan is all done by hand, drawn out. So
Donna Presley and Ron Norris are both saying hello to Kenny, and Katie Dotson brought up Scroller Online as another source. Them and Wooden Teddy Bear Online are both catalog companies, so they, for the most part, they have patterns from other designers and sell them, but every now and then they throw in their own. But Kenny, I feel like we should be fair to Kenny and let him introduce himself and social media and
let me stop sharing ones
and or website.
And, I'll go over there and talk to Kenny because he came in while I had the screen up. There you go, Kenny.
How you doing over there, Kenny?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Just spiffalicious.
Did you say syphilis?
Spiffalicious, like spiffy, but
sorry.
It's a Charlie word. I might have syphilis, but okay, we're gonna stop right there. Back to you, Kenny.
Sorry, I got headphone issues right now. I thought I heard something different. My fault. How's it going, everybody? Ken Hopkins, Scroller's Workshop, and really glad that Lee had me on the show again tonight. Looking forward to reading some of the comments that have gone through so far, and showing some beautiful work. Know all those: Wooden Teddy Bear, Cherry Tree. Excellent places to get patterns.
I gotta say, Kenny, you have a very distinctive voice. I'm trying to do an impression of it. I can't really do it. Totally off topic, but you know me.
The twins thing down with the beards tonight.
Cool. Well, I mean, I would make Carl Taylor a triplet. Sorry, Carl. One guy that actually looks a lot like me is Be Happy Woodworking, John LaCourse, except for the full beard.
He was on Kenny.
Yeah, aside from the full beard, our faces look fairly similar. I'm sorry, start over. I'm sorry.
Well, I said I think he's like your long-lost sibling.
Yeah, something like that. It's scary how much he looks like me. Carl says he's the third wheel. Did we let you finish, Kenny? Or was I too busy making fun of you? Okay.
Oh, he was done.
I was done.
I think he was done. Were you done?
Yep.
Okay.
We're good at paying attention, by God, equal time. Tracy Keaton has joined us. Hello, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy. Thanks for coming.
And Ron Norris is saying, Kenny, I wouldn't take that. Probably talking about my impression of your voice, but I couldn't quite match it. Sorry. You don't have a website yet, do you, Kenny? It would not surprise me if you ever got one, because you got some awesome patterns.
I appreciate the compliment, but yeah, I'm working on it. Working on a Wix site. Right now, converting everything over to PDF. That takes time.
Oh yeah.
My son's getting everything uploaded. I was playing around with different perspectives in Photoshop to adjust the angles, like something like you were doing, Charles, on your site. Not sure if I want to go with that or not, because I'm not selling my patterns. I'm not but I don't at the same time want them stolen. I don't want to see them on Pinterest. So I'm trying to figure out how to do all that yet.
Yeah, and I get that. It's sad for the community, but I think a majority of people that have been in the community for a while understand, although You know, some of us, I've done free patterns in the past, but you know, you want it to be a reward for the people that follow you, for lack of a better word, and the ones that just steal it and throw it out there. That it's very, what's the
What
word? Besides disrespectful.
bothers me the most, Charles, is people that take the patterns, easily remove the name that's on the pattern, decrediting me, and then
Yep.
putting their name on it, or taking a pattern that I've taken time and created and took pride in, do a couple little alterations and say, hey, copy and paste, made a new pattern. That gets to me. That, like I said, my patterns are free. I like the following. I like the credit. A little pat on my back for the time that I spend doing this. That's
Especially
all I'm
since
looking
you don't
for.
charge for them. I mean, you've got patterns out there that would sell like hotcakes, and I know you know that, but you're not charging for them, and that's admirable. My broke butt needs to charge, um, but yeah, I mean, even just the credit, you know, it's a nod to the designer. I mean, now there are a select few, and this is not the majority, but there are a select few out there that will alter, like he's saying, it and then claim it as their own pattern. And some will say, I bought the pattern, it's mine now. Yes, the pattern's yours, but you can't sell the pattern. Even if you alter it, you can only sell finished pieces. I mean, morally and legally. But back to you, Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand. I mean, you sell your patterns, and I've bought patterns from you. I've been viewing your patterns for a long time, and that's not just yours. Hands, Fox, Sule, the whole 9 yards, you know.
Yeah.
And you put out some beautiful patterns. I try my best to put out, you know, the patterns that I put out. I give them for free. It doesn't matter whether I'm giving them for free or whether you're charging. It's not your creation. Don't put your name on it. This
Yeah.
is what I take pride in. So
Now, obviously, I think I speak for every designer. There's obviously a sense of pride seeing a design you designed cut by somebody else. The credit is nice. We can't really call it mandatory, but it's just good ethics. Ron, I mean, Kenny, Carl is asking, Kenny, did you make the cabinet that is behind you?
yeah, that was for the ex-wife about 6 years ago.
Very nice, very nice.
It stays with me now. That's
By golly,
where it stands.
I made it. It's mine.
It's mine.
You got it in the paperwork, huh?
Yeah, and I know I speak for everybody when a majority of the Scroll Song community is what's the word I'm looking for? Respectful of these copyrights and things like that. And Carl says, nice job on the cabinet. So it is because of the bad apples that some of us designers will go out of our way to distort somewhat or watermark the heck out of a design. I've tried different ways. Some of them bomb, like blurring the heck out of them. Like, no, I can't see what I'm buying. I got an email recently. Somebody said it's too blurry. I can't see what I want. So I lost that sale or those sales. But it's a necessary evil due to those bad apples, because I personally, I can only speak for me. I rely on the income. And Tracy Keaton's also complimenting your cabinet. So I'll go back to you, Kenny.
Thank you.
Jeff Robinson said, let Kenny show some of his patterns.
Here's one that I'm working on right now. It's not finished. It will be finished here rather soon.
Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. Dang it, Kenny. You need to slow down, or I'm going to get blown out of the water and nobody's going to remember who the heck I am.
Charles, I'll always remember you.
I told him he's making too many. I can't keep up.
Well, that and the quality of them. That was
What
gorgeous.
I put out 15 last week, Lee?
You're a pattern making machine, dude.
Yeah, that's what you. Let me see. Let's go into a couple of my military because they're the ones that I'm the most proud of.
Absolutely.
Let's go with the medic one. Hold on. Sorry.
Not the problem. I love the layout of that one. It's elegant. Sorry, back to the military. That's a good one too.
One I just re-edited. Pearl Harbor torpedo run scene. One that I was asked to make for a VFW. Someone was cutting it in my group, asked me to put this pattern together, and we've had a lot of cuts of this.
Awesome.
You know, just that same version, but the American version. We have Canadian. We have people from all over. So I try not to do just American patterns. Military dream catcher, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, obviously.
I love your dang dream catchers. I love the heck out of them.
Thank you.
If you wanted to, man, you could be making some dollars, but I'm also admiring that you're not after the dollar necessarily.
For me, I mean, I started designing the patterns for myself, and at a point in time, I couldn't cut my patterns. So seeing them cut gives me just as much joy as cutting them myself.
Absolutely.
Tracy says she loves
Regarding,
her pattern.
yeah, I was going through the list of the compliments.
And then
Ron
Donna
Norris
said great
says,
patterns.
Ron
Let's try
Norris
to find
says,
a
sweet.
Oh yeah, Ron said sweet. Glad he's not saying click.
Hey, well, now you're going to encourage him.
You like my dream catcher, so
I love your dream catchers.
It's a bear. This is my favorite, the butterfly. This
That's
one's actually, it's kind of rough to cut, but it once you do cut it's beautiful.
I have never heard that any of my designs are rough to cut, and I'm being sarcastic because
yeah, I've cut quite a few of them, Charles.
People are scared to breathe with mine, but yeah, I can see why it would be rough to cut, but it would be worth the effort, I think.
We see it.
I think someone once said that they gave you that you got a migraine from cutting one of your patterns.
I resemble that remark. I love that one. Go ahead.
I think you know who it was. His initials are J and P.
Oh yeah, he hates me at least once a project. Yeah. And there again, Kenny also has a wide variety of patterns.
Yeah, I cover pretty much anything. Like the barn scenes are my favorite. We've been doing a lot of live edge patterns, 30 inches, 40 inches long. Seen a lot of them cut lately.
Yeah, for the record, you did one for Blair Surratt.
Yeah.
As a custom, as one of the last week's show with Lee, you were showing us how you make patterns, and that was the example you used was the cabin out in the scenery, and Blair Surratt just recently posted that finished piece.
Yeah, and it turned out absolutely beautiful.
Yes, sir.
One of the things that we have in the group, things like that we don't share. If Blair gave me permission to put that on, I'd be glad to show the picture. It's an absolute beautiful picture, but it's his picture and I don't have his permission. I see if I can't find the pattern.
Jeff Robinson says he started one of your golf patterns today.
I actually had someone contact me today. They wanted me to mirror that so that they can cut it in stainless steel. Turned out absolutely beautiful. So it's not just the scrollers that are doing this. I've got the CNC guys and I've got the guys using other machinery and other welding tools, plasma cutters, things like that. And I'm not finding Blair's. I don't know what the hell I did with it.
I had someone etch one of my car patterns once into glass.
Yeah, I've had somebody that is so freaking gorgeous.
I love that. Go back, Kenny.
That's the one Blair Surratt cut, but it was a simpler version.
That's pretty too.
That's the finished pattern there. That's not his cut. I can show that because the pattern's mine.
Now, Kenny, you said something about a place that not everybody and their dog, but some people can go to get every one of your patterns, or should I have said that publicly? I don't remember.
We are right now. It is the Scrollers Workshop. It's a Facebook group. It is a secret group, but you can message me at kennyhopkins@gmail.com. Talk to you. Kind of like to get your point of view on different matters, just to see how you are. Make sure you want to fit in the group. We don't deal with egos or attitudes. Everybody's there to help each other, so we kind of try to screen everybody.
Yep.
It's just to keep the group tight, close, and supportive. That's where it's at for us.
For what it's worth, Kenny, if you own that group, you can set up questions that they have to answer in order to get into the group, rather than contacting them privately, it might make the process quicker for you, but it's obviously however you want to do it. But as an
we had
admin
had
of the
that.
group, you can do that. Okay.
Yeah, we had that, but what we wound up doing is we'd get 30, 40 people asking to join, and 17 of them wouldn't respond to the questions. Another 5 of them, they would respond to 1 or 2 of the questions and leave the third one. It's just easier to get personal with people and actually ask them. I have 5 different people that are working with me to screen those applicants, and we're right on top of it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. By the way, did I enter that group yet, or
You didn't send me an invite, or you haven't requested to join yet.
I'm lost John. Apparently, he dropped out.
What is your email address again? KennyHopkins71@gmail.com.
That's correct, Charles.
Kenny Hopkins. See, I'm paying attention. Kenny
This
Hopkins.
is what I'm currently working on.
That's
me
beautiful.
and another gentleman, Ken Keys, very, very talented photographer, has helped me out a great deal in Photoshop and creating patterns. I create the black and white pattern for, your typical scroll, and then he creates a colored photo backer. Once your cutout's done, you put this behind it. Turns out absolutely gorgeous. Adds detail to where you couldn't because it's black and white. There's no in between. So having this behind it, he's cut 5 of them, and each one of them he's selling for $300 and $400 a piece. Loving it. Him and I are working on it real closely. We're planning on doing a lot more with the photo backers to go behind my patterns. Ken Keys, like I said, he's a huge, huge help to me.
I'm officially writing the email now.
Tracy Keaton said, I used to make patterns on glass. I made an end table for a friend who lost her grandmother. That's cool. Okay. And then she says she needs that turtle pattern. I love that.
I didn't catch the name.
Tracy Keaton. Keaton.
You contact me, I'll get it to you. Okay? One way or another, whether you join the group or not, you contact me, that's a good cause. Just email me. I'll send it back to you.
That's service right there.
John's back. John missed the turtle. You might want to show John the turtle. He's a turtle fan.
Turtle. Terry Whitley is watching the show, by the way. He just posted that on Facebook.
Oh, hey, Terry.
Terry is a very good designer as well.
Yes, he is. That's another designer. See, we got to write these names down.
No, I mentioned it earlier. We just got to remember to write down the.
Matter of fact, Terry, if you ever want to be on here, shows off some of your work like we did for Kenny, give me a holler.
Yeah, Terry, write to one of us on Facebook, and we will send you the link if you'd like to be on tonight, unless Lee doesn't want to do that.
Oh, he can come on tonight if he wants to. That goes for anybody. If you want to be on and, you're a designer, you want to showcase your work, talk about your company, anything, let us know, and I'll put you guys on here. You just got to have Google Hangouts and a camera so you can come on.
Sergio Marcella, man.
Sergio.
I've never seen him in one of the chats, but it's awesome to see him there. Sergio, I consider him a great friend. Sergio M. I assume that Sergio has a blue and wood picture for a profile picture. Steve Collins has joined us. Sorry to interrupt. And Tracy Keaton says, thank you very much. Back to you, Kenny and Lee. I interrupted somebody. I believe Sergio is out of Michigan. I could be wrong.
And did Sergio design patterns?
Yeah, I was about to say. I think Sergio also designs.
Yeah, I think he does. I like that one. That'd be a good one for Mother's Day.
Tracy Keaton, what link are you asking for? No, Sergio lives in California. I was way off. No. Tracy Keaton is saying, may I have the link? And I'm not sure which link she's asking for.
For the Facebook group?
Anybody that would like to be in consideration for, well, simple is good sometimes, Sergio. Anybody that wants to be in consideration for the group that Kenny just spoke of, write to KennyHopkins71@gmail.com in case there's any language barriers, it's KennyHopkins71@gmail.com. And
Yeah,
Sergio,
Kenny, you're not allowed to make car patterns. Only I'm allowed to make car patterns.
I got a bunch of car patterns. Just throwing that out there, all right?
Just kidding.
That's my thing. Go ahead.
Having fun with them. Oh, come on. I didn't invent the car pattern. Andy Dean was doing them before
Yeah,
me. And I'm sure
Andy
someone
Dean.
before him.
Anybody?
I learned from Andy. Andy was my inspiration. I'll admit to that. Andy was
Yeah.
awesome.
Anybody wanting to look up Andy Dean? It's Andy for his first name. Deane is his last name.
Yeah, and there you go, another designer. But Andy doesn't design much anymore, but he still has a website, I believe.
Tracy Keaton was saying she didn't catch the name of the guy that did the turtle.
That's me.
No, I mean, okay, Kenny designed the turtle,
Ken
but the guy
Keys.
that did the Ken
Keys.
Keys.
Yep.
Ken Keys cut the turtle, yeah, and made it blue.
Keys for the last
He's
name.
in that group too.
K-E-Y-E-S.
Oh, say that again. I'm sorry, I might have interrupted you.
K-E-Y-E-S.
Keyes. So it's like keys with an extra E. Keyes is the one who colorized, but the actual design was Kenny Hopkins right here. Yeah, and Katie Dodson just put the your email address and long form on the chat. So anybody watching the show later will see that. And Steve Collins just sent you an email, Kenny, as did I.
Sounds good. I will definitely check that right after the show. Get everybody to send you your email or invite. I'm sorry. And here's one that I was just finishing up last week. You guys didn't get to see.
I like that.
I actually have someone cutting this out of 60 inch by 14 inch. He's got rollers on both sides of his scroll saw.
Googly Mowgli.
That's big.
Well, I can no longer claim that crown. I do huge pieces. Rod Norris sent you an email. Hey, you getting out there, baby?
Ron, you're already in my group.
Yeah, Ron, you're already in his group, unless he's been doing that to be facetious. Sergio, do you have a website? I mean, you say you only do simple designs, but I know a lot of people like your designs. Oh, Chris Nealon wants to know, where do you get all of your tiny drill bits? I've never gone smaller than 1/16, which is in every standard set, so I can't answer that. Anybody else?
Same thing. I just standard tool set, go with the smallest one.
Yeah, I think Carl Taylor sells those, if I'm not mistaken. You have to ask him. And I think he's over in the chat, so. He says, no, he doesn't, Charles. He just uses his Facebook page.
Well, dang it. Because I want to show off Sergio's. I don't want to get his last name wrong, so can he spell that?
He says he has the micro bits. Whatever that is. Yeah. Jeff Robinson, Seiko. What about Seiko, Jeff? Hey, Steve. What Steve are you talking to?
Oh, he might. When he says Seiko, I think he's saying Seiko is one place where you can get micro drill bits, but Carl Taylor also sells them. Oh, he mentioned that slightly above. Sorry.
Yes.
Donna's. Oh, he's saying hi. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I started, as Kenny knows, I started working on a barn last week, and I got a little frustrated with it.
Okay, though, if you are looking for Sergio Marsala on Facebook only, first name is spelled S-E-R. Okay, yeah, because I don't know if I'm lisping or not. S-E-R-G-I-O is his first name. Last name spelled M as in Mary, A-R-S-A-L-A.
A-L-A.
Luckily, I'm already friends with the feller.
Me too.
And if you need me to repeat that, I'm not going to rewind the show. Just kidding. Okay, Carl is offering a special. I will give anyone that watches this video a 20-piece bill. Let me restart over. I will give anyone that watches this video a 20-piece bit set for $3.50, including shipping.
That's a good deal.
Booyah.
Real good
See,
deal.
Carl's real good about doing that during shows and even off of shows. But Carl
Thanks,
Taylor,
Carl.
Thank you.
thank you very much. I break them too easy, so that's why I just stick with the 1/16. That's just me. But y'all go. That's only for people watching this show, and it doesn't have to be. Carl can correct me if I'm wrong, but it is only for the live audience, or because I think these days on YouTube, the chats are now recorded as well. So luckily, nobody's gone sour.
Sergio says his page is Marcelo Scroll Saw Work.
See, I didn't even know he had a page.
That's on Facebook. It's on a website.
Oh, I know. I didn't know he had a page on Facebook.
On
I
Facebook.
thought it was just his personal profile.
Steve Collins says he'll take a set, Carl.
Well, he's got to pay for him. All right, so awkward silence.
We're just doing Carl's patterns, or Kenny's patterns. Sorry, you're not Carl. That's pretty. I like the birds.
Right now, I just put all my patterns and stuff onto a portable hard drive in case something goes
that's
wrong.
good to do.
But I have 378 of my own patterns right now, and every one of them's pasted on the Scrollers Workshop. And like I said, you can contact me. I'm always willing to do custom patterns. I do a lot. I just did one for Sergio that turned out absolutely beautiful, and really proud of the cut that he did. It was really good story behind it. You know, I do a lot of military tributes. Someone has a military member that, you know, they want to honor or contact me. I do the best I can. I can't promise daily, but it usually takes me less than a week to get back with a pattern for you.
Great to know. Great to know. I'm still tickled to death. And there again, the quality of your designs, the quality of Terry Whitley, I believe that's his first name. He said he's watching, but I don't know why he's not chatting. Maybe he doesn't have the technology to. But both of y'all could get away with charging, and people would buy, but you don't require that, and that's awesome. Tracy Keaton loves your stagecoach. What's one of my old ones? I got to get back.
Right there, that cabin.
Oh yeah, that's a very old one. Thank you. And Tracy Keaton says she loves the stagecoach.
Thank you.
John Schaffner sent you an email. You're going to be slammed with emails.
That's quite okay. I mean,
let me in.
I believe that's another one of yours, Charles. One of your old ones.
Let me get over there. That one was not. If you're talking about the windmill.
That one?
Nope. I don't want to take credit for it. I would like to, but it's not mine.
Some of these photos that I'm showing now are not my patterns. I switched out to show you finished cuts and digital cuts. Most of these are, but I do have some Charles patterns. Like I said, I've purchased them in the past, and I'll continue to purchase them. I just purchased one that he finished a couple weeks ago. I do have some other people's patterns here. I have a couple of Gaze patterns, Honey's, R-Pops, but most of these are mine. If it is mine, I can share it. If it's not mine, I will not share it. Same thing that we were talking about earlier. I'm not going to do that to another designer.
I love that one. That's cool.
This one was actually created by a woman named JP. I'm not going to take credit for it. I did add the frame and I cleaned it up a little bit, but it's her pattern, not mine.
Oh, Sergio said earlier that he sent you the frames. I guess you know what that means. Or I think he said I sent you the frames. Where is that? He said that was awesome, Kenny. I sent the frames today.
Man, that was a real good story, Sergio. That's one I wish we could share, man. And unfortunately, it had happened.
That is Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah.
From Vikings. Ragnar. I love that show.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yep. Okay, for those having trouble reading it, I've cried and I've smiled because of one reason, you. Their sacrifice was for our freedom. We shall not forget. The reason why I'm reading these is they may not show up as well to some people, or at least the live audience. I don't know.
Love that one.
Some of these I'm skipping through quick aren't mine. That's why I'm skipping through them. There's the turtle with the photo backer behind it.
I'm curious what John thinks of that one.
John who? Oh, Cousins. Yeah. Okay, Lee calls you John Cousins. I say Cousins. Which one is it, John? I think he's frozen. He might be having technical issues.
It's cousins.
Yeah, Lee. He's half of your magazine. You can't even get your own partner's name right. That's shame.
Am I back on it?
Okay. Your audio is kind of cutting in and out.
I say it with an American accent.
Well, I'm an American too, by God.
Doesn't matter how.
Dude, you are so garbled.
No,
right
yeah, it's
Sorry, dude. You're all garbled.
Yeah, John, you sound like a record going backwards. No offense.
I think he's having internet issues. I do what I do. Ron Norris. I post to 3 groups. Where else can I share that, guys? I don't know.
Yeah, my personal email.
Well, personally.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love. Now, I'm not satanic in the least, but I love skull type stuff. I've always been fascinated with it.
I for some reason I have a lot of people that request. I'm not big into doing them, but to each their own. And if I'm going to be requested, I'll do the best I can. This is one that someone had seen and had asked me to do, so I did it up, and they've cut it a couple times, and for some reason it keeps selling. I guess people are into that.
I love that one. I can't get, out of respect for a family viewing audience. I was asked to do a pattern that is way out of my I won't say. Yeah, I'll tell y'all after the show. But if a customer's paying, it sounds money hungry, but it's not for me to judge. And I know you can relate to that, Kenny. It's not for any of us to judge what they're asking us to do. It's up to us whether or not we want to do it. But I don't discriminate when it comes to pattern types. It's only the quality of the photo I'm working from that I judge on. But yeah,
that's kind of like me when I told them I couldn't cut any Steelers stuff because I lived in Cleveland.
This is another one of the Ken Keys.
Oh, I'm just
my
kidding.
Collaboration with the colored backer. Any ones that you see in here that have a colored backer, they're the ones that Ken Keys and I are working on or have worked on.
That's plumb beautiful.
Donna wants to come on the chat. You want to come on the chat? Or you want to? Donna, do you want to come on the chat or do you want to come on the group here? She's already on the chat, so she's
Tracy Keaton is asking for Kenny's link, but in order to get Kenny's link, Tracy, you have to email him at kennyhopkins71@gmail.com. He will.
Yeah.
He won't.
And then he has to approve you for the group.
Yeah. He needs to filter through people, for lack of a better way of putting it. I hope you understand, Tracy. That's why we haven't been posting it or saying it. And that Kenny Keys, or what was his first name?
Ken Keys. This is this is my pattern. His photo backer. I mean, the level of detail, these bubbles in here, the actual fluid motion of the wave, it really brings it all together. And
I was about to say the exact same thing.
This is something that him and I are really excited about. That we want to continue this and get more feedback, get more people into it. Because I mean, it really brings everything together, and it brings my patterns to a new level with that photo backer behind it. So. Him and I are running with this pretty good.
Carl Taylor is leaving us. Thank you for watching, Carl. John Shafter says,
thanks for coming. Hopefully you can get back on the panel one night.
Yep. And
here's Whitley Woodworks.
Oh, Whitley Woodworks. Yeah, sorry. I'm multitasking. So
Terry. Hello, Terry.
Whitley Woodworks, if you would like to get on the panel, we'd love to have you. I'm speaking on behalf of Lee because I tend to take over his shows for some reason. I don't know.
Tonight would be a good night to come on because we're talking about designers and their websites. So come on.
He does have a website now. And he started out doing free. I believe he's charging now, which nobody faults him for because, he has that right and he's good, as is Kenny. Carl says, yes, Lee, when the schedule settles down, I will. Carl, it was great seeing you again. And John Shafter made a dig at John saying Canadian internet runs metrically. I believe we're caught up.
We forgot to pay the bill.
Great seeing you again, Carl.
Good night, Carl. Thanks for coming.
I love it when we're not sure what the topic's going to be and then the show runs along. That's awesome because that means it's going smoothly. Or at least what can be smooth between me and Lee and whoever else is on the panel.
I'm trying to think whether I have Terry's on Facebook. I think I got him as a friend.
I do. I'll send the.
You got it? All right.
Yeah. Terry, I'm sending you a link right now, mister.
I just sent one to Donna because she requested it, so she might be stopping in.
Terry Whitley, I believe, is the same guy. I hope it is, or some stranger is going to show
up. Actually, I think Terry's working on some patterns for the magazine.
No, I don't know if that is the right Terry. Tag nabbit. Terry, write to me on Facebook and I'll send you the link.
Write to me on Facebook and I'll send you the link.
Well, yeah.
You got me on Facebook too.
Well, why don't I go to his profile?
I'm right,
and see if that's
I contacted Terry about doing some patterns for the magazine.
Okay, he has 41 mutual friends, so it might very well be that Terry. Okay, yeah, it is. And his website, I can say it now because I'm seeing it. In case Terry cannot get on, it is whitleywoodworks.wixsite.com/Whitley patterns. I know that's a lot to remember. But if we can get Terry on, let me do a screen share in case he's not able. Well, let me send him the link first.
I'm pretty sure that he is the guy that I contacted about doing some patterns for the magazine.
Yeah. Okay. I just sent him the link. And now I'm going to screen share his website because in case he cannot get on. And sorry, are you still presenting, Kenny? Okay. No, you're not.
Donna's not on here yet.
Okay, if you don't mind presenting me, I will screen share his website.
Yes, Donna's not on here yet, but when she comes on,
I will screen share the.
There she is. Hello, Donna. Yes. Donna's not on here yet, but when she comes on,
I will screen share the.
There she is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, can everybody see this?
Let me present you.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
We got a serious echo going on by somebody.
Yeah, that's from Donna. Let me present you.
Oh. Love you, Donna. Okay, I'm doing the highlighting right here because it's easier to see the address than it would be in the address bar.
Yeah, see, that's Terry. Yeah, he did some patterns for us.
Yeah, if you want, this is Sergio Marsala on Facebook, by the way. Hopefully I said that last name right, but this is his website, and if you go to his website, it's all kinds of info, but I don't want to steal the thunder from him. I want people to have to go to the website to read it. But the reason why I'm not showing the address bar,
panel link?
I sent him the panel link.
Okay.
But this is his website, and if we go too quick, you can just pause the video right here, and there's the link to go. And again, if one of us can remember, we'll put it in the description of the
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, Terry. I'm sorry. My brain does not work the way it should anymore.
All right, as pretty as I may be, you're welcome to stop presenting me so Donna can introduce herself. Haven't seen that girl in forever.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I know Terry because he was doing some patterns for the magazine. Now I remember. Sorry, Terry. All right, Donna, you can unmute yourself this time.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to close the YouTube part, so I was hearing myself over, and I'm like, what?
I missed you, Donna.
Oh, I'm glad I finally get to be on. It's been a while. Too many things going on. I'm Donna Presley. For the ones who don't know me, I've been kind of missing for a few months, but I'm back, and doing great. Hope everybody's doing great. And you can find me on Facebook, Donna Presley, Donna's Wood and Art. It's one of the two. I forget.
And if she don't know where she is, none of y'all can find her. I'm just kidding. Back to you, Donna. Yeah. I'm not half as funny as I think I am, but go ahead.
No. All right. Well, yeah, no. So, Donna, Jeff Robinson wanted to know what kind of blades you use.
I use the Flying Dutchman, usually the Ultra Reverse or the flat end spirals. I do have some Pegasus blades. I haven't been out to my shop in a couple of months that I want to try out. I have them already. I've heard good things about them.
All right, there you go, Jeff.
They are great. Just for I'm not an actual representative of Bearwoods, but I am partnered with them. They can answer things better than I can. But regarding scroll saw blades breaking, a couple of young cousins might have been one of them. And I'm not questioning anybody's scroll sawing ability, but if you're breaking blades, sometimes it has to do with the wood you're cutting through, the tension on your saw, or a combination of the two. All I can say, because I don't use straight blades, but by nature, a spiral blade will break quicker than a flat one because it flexes in every direction. But and Ron Norris says jury is still out on Pegasus blades. Well, Ron Norris, get on that jury and then make you a verdict, by golly.
Is anyone besides me seeing it sluggish?
I don't know. Terry Whitley says he can't because he doesn't have a camera or mic. He really needs to sort that out, as he misses out on quite a few things. So, Terry Whitley, get you a cam and a mic, and you can be on here with Lee.
Yeah. And Charles.
I didn't want to name my own name because that sounds like I'm being arrogant. You get to be here with Lee. You have to be here with me. Oh, sorry. Maturity is not my strong. Anybody that's watched me long enough knows that maturity is not my strong point, or at least having a sense of
humor. He might not want to come on. You scare him too much.
He might. I've been on Facebook a while. He's seen my goofy butt. Not my. Never mind. I'm not going to go unfamily friendly. Donna is saying. Donna, I don't have to say what Donna's saying because she's sitting right here. She's saying what blade she uses most often. Ron Norris, we can't be friends anymore if you're not going to at least try the dang Pegasus. I'm just throwing it out there. Totally kidding. But yeah, people are going to have their preference on blades. Some blades work better for others than others. And you know, there's no prejudice here. I happen to try Pegasus and loved them. That's why I'm sold.
Yeah, I mean, I still cut a lot with my Olsons only because they're cheap and I can buy them at Lowe's down the street.
Yeah. And by the way, on Bearwood, sorry to interrupt, Lee, on Bearwood, some people talk about the shipping costs, but number one, they're in Canada. Number two, it does help. The cost comes down the more you buy, and that's not a ploy, but like if you buy in bulk, the shipping is cheaper than some sites. Back to you, Lee.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Ron did try them. He just didn't get good results.
Crowd just blew out the see decay in the word lucky.
Don't make any sense.
I don't know what he's saying, Chris.
I think he broke something.
Crowd just blew out the
C to the K in the word lucky.
Oh, he's okay. He's cutting the word lucky and he blew out the C and the K. Gotcha.
Ron Norris, being Ron Norris, says beer and cheaper is cheaper in bulk. Ron Norris, keep on trying them Bearwood, dagnabbit.
You know what else is cheaper in bulk? Clicks. I've tried the Pegasus and didn't work for me, probably because I'm used to the Flying Dutchmans. Yeah. You know, I cut all sorts of different blades. I got a couple of Garnett's blades, which are these Sawbirds, which he sells, which are very similar. They're not the same as Flying Dutchman, but they're similar to them. And he sells these, and I use these. And these are good blades. But I also use these. I use the PS Wood Machines blades that I have a pack of, and then I use my Olsons. But as for Flying Dutchman, I haven't cut with them per se, and I haven't tried the Pegasus yet. I'm sure I will eventually. But right now I got enough blades to last me a while, so until I run out, I won't buy anything else. Let's see. Where is Whitley? Terry said, I've tried Pegasus blades. And
he's never tried Pegasus blades.
He says, okay, I can't read tonight. He said, I have never tried Pegasus blades. Okay. John Schaffner is going to have to stick with Flying Dutchman. I have too many not to use up. That's where I'm at with my Olsons. So once I use those, I'll buy something else.
I haven't, I've been multitasking, so I haven't seen everything you've read or heard everything you've read. But Sergio talked about that the Pegasus didn't work for him, probably because he's used to FDs or Flying Dutchmans. The reason why that's important is and I'm not just saying this for a commercial, it's true. The Pegasus are sharper, and they're milled differently, are with a stronger metal. They are cooked long enough for strength, but not so long that they're brittle. And the reason why you have to get used to them over a Flying Dutchman, and in my experience and by fact, is because they are sharper. So you have to get used to the pace at which you cut. Because when you're used to that slight resistance from a Flying Dutchman blade, if you go at the same pace with a Pegasus, it's going to cut a little quicker because it's sharper. So that's the one adjustment you have to make. So that might be why some people don't like them. They don't want to have to change. But I feel safe in saying that on Sergio's behalf, but I can't say whether he should like them. I'm just saying, more aggressive is the word Sergio's using. Same here, Terry, on Whitley Works. Whitley Woodwork says spirals is all I use from day one. And back to you, Lee. I just wanted to point that out because it is very important. They are sharper, so they do cut. You have to get used to being able to cut quicker. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean? Even the tension on the saw is different between the two brands.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in the tension required. I was cutting a scroll saw pattern, a signage that had some words in it. I don't usually do words, but I had a Flying Dutchman reverse. I had a couple of them left over, and I had the reverse geometry that I just got from Pegasus. Between the two blades, there was, with the Pegasus, I set that up for a high C when I clicked the thing, and for me, that's the right tension. I did it on the Flying Dutchman, and I actually had to go more tension to get the straight line. Flying Dutchmans, I'm not saying anything wrong with the blades. I used to use them nonstop, but over the last 12, 14 years since I've tried Pegasus, it's a lot smoother cut, a lot cleaner cut. It's very aggressive because it is very sharp. I know a lot of people are complaining that the Pegasus blades are breaking when they're putting the tension on. Don't put so much tension on that thumb screw. If you're having to put that much tension on your thumb screw, pull the thumb screw out, take a file, and just file that end up a little bit. That's what your problem is. You're torquing down too much, and it's metal. It's going to snap.
Yeah, and Ron Norris is saying he's not saying they're not good blades. You just seem to break them quicker. And it could be what you're saying, but also he might be, and this is not a dig on you, Ron. We've been friends too long. I'm not going to dig on anybody, but it could be the difference between the two. He said he definitely didn't get a cleaner cut, and that might be because of that feed rate thing I was talking about. But there again, I'm not questioning your ability to scroll, but all these little things play into that.
I mean, everybody has their personal choice, and I mean, I know what I found, what I like, and I'm not sponsored or have anything to do with Bear Woods, but that's who I go through. I like my Pegasus blades. It's a matter of personal choice, of preference. I mean, it's your saw, your shop, your piece of work that's being cut. But for me, I know I highly recommend them because that's what I found no better blade.
The check's in the mail. Don't tell anybody.
Nice.
John Schaffner says, if my Flying Dutchman blades give me much resist, and to interrupt myself and reading John's comment, I did not realize that Flying Dutchman had so much resistance until I compared them to Pegasus. That's what blew me away, because especially on the thicker wood.
That scares me.
He says if my Flying Dutchman blades give me much resistance, I give him a shot with the taser that shocks him into submission. Okay, he was going on a joke route, but yeah, and it again, it sounds like I'm plugging my latest video, which I guess I am. You will see me talk about, and you'll see my own shock when how easily, and the differences between the Flying Dutchman, and those are the only two I tried, was Flying Dutchman and Pegasus, and one of them definitely was the tension, because I wasn't prepared for that. I thought it was kind of a universal thing, but there's definitely a difference in tensioning, and there's definitely a difference in resistance or lack thereof, and those are the two things I found out very quickly on the thing. And I think we're caught up. Sorry if I interrupted anybody, because I'm real good at doing that. Okay.
Nope.
And when I stop talking, y'all ain't supposed to be quiet.
No, I'm just looking at the chat real quick. All right. Yeah. You're caught up over there. So.
Kenny, I need your address for the check.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Make sure you send Kenny his check.
He is not being paid off. It was just pure humor on my part. I'll check my change jar if you want to be paid. I just can't promise a whole bunch.
Send him his penny.
So dang good to see Donna again. It's been too long.
Well, after the had the toe surgery thing, got done with that, and then had family sick, and then ended up with the flu, and then that turned into pneumonia, and then everybody else was getting sick, and it's just like I haven't even been in the shop for a couple of months.
But that ain't no excuse, Donna. You just tell life to go kiss its booty, and you get on in that shop.
Well, now I found the thing to do to where I can actually make money to be able to afford my woodworking, and that's the embroidery thing. And it's like that pays for my woodworking now, so I'm good.
And you also do fishing rod stuff. But real quickly to catch up on the thing, Jeff Robinson says, I like the Pegasus blade because if I'm out of them, I can go down the street to Woodcraft and pick some up. Jeff Robinson, convenience is no excuse. Go through wood. I'm kidding. I'm glad there's a right down the street from you. And Tracy Keaton has written to you, Kenny Hopkins.
Hey, I'm going to ask you guys, or the panel too, for those of you that have a Menards near you, do they sell scroll saw blades? And do they sell good lumber? Because we're supposed to be getting one pretty shortly. And
who are you asking about?
Menards.
Oh, Menards, but I don't have any of those here.
For those of you that have one. If anyone has one. I would assume that it's like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, but I've never been in a Menards.
And what was this in relation to? Which product?
Well, I'm curious as to what kind of wood they have, and if they got scroll saw blades, and what kind of blades they got.
Oh, I know. Never mind. I think Kenny was going to talk. I don't want to interrupt him. Go ahead, Kenny.
No. You brought up Lowe's and Home Depot. I don't buy lumber from there.
I don't either. Well, lumber, yes, but the sheet goods they suck because their top veneer will pop right off and the glue will show through. That's why I don't go through Home Depot or Lowe's.
Buy the lumber there. You just grab a string and go bow hunting.
Yeah, exactly. Real quickly, just to address the things in the chat, John Schaffner says, what are the tension issues, Pegasus versus Flying Dutchman? John, I wouldn't really call it any of them an issue. It's just one requires, I don't remember which one. One requires more tension than the other. That is the difference I found.
The Flying Dutchman, I find to need more tension than the Pegasus. And like I said, you don't want to torque down on the Pegasus. You torque down on them, and you're going to snap them every time. It's just a matter of getting used to them.
Yeah. And there's definitely, again, I wouldn't call it an issue unless you're easily upset, but it's just a difference. It's one of the differences between the blades. And Steve Collins was saying he gets 4x8 sheets of Baltic birch ply at his Menards, but most people are saying they don't have a Menards.
Sure.
And John Schaffner says Baltic birch ply is not sold in 4x8 sheets, sold in 5x5 sheets. Well, That might be where he is, or he's generalizing. I'm making a shelf. I may get wood from Lowe's, but not for a Charles or Kenny pattern, says Ron Norris.
I'm curious as to what Al's going with here. Hoots works at their scroll saw.
I do, but I had to go to the hospital for a week, so I stopped doing it. Only you,
Only
Al,
you,
says
Al.
Katie. Well, now I ruined that. Yeah. Okay. So everybody else is answering things. So,
I'm just
all right.
I was curious because I'm thinking that they'd be similar to Lowe's and Home Depot where they'd only stock, the certain lumber and then Olson blades. I was just curious. I've never been in a Menards, so
Yeah, we been maybe you might want to change the name of the show to Where to Buy Patterns Online and More, because I like it when shows run long like this because it means it's very active. Just suggestion. It's not up to me. Steve Collins says 4x8. I've bought 2 sheets in the last 3 weeks. So there's a big, huge, mean fight between Steve Collins and John Schaffner. I'm joking because that's who I am. They're not fighting.
I could show you guys the patterns that I'm working on.
That would be awesome.
They're not finished yet, but I'll show you one. After we did Kenny's, though, they're not going to be as good as his. But I'll show him anyway.
Nah, yeah, don't even put yourself down like that. I've seen your patterns. You've been showing me all week, man, and I actually learned a couple of things from you last week talking to you. So, I mean,
let's see here.
Yeah, something me and Lee are both good at doing is dogging ourselves, and I don't know why either one of us do it. I'm terrible about dogging myself.
We're our own worst critics, is what it is.
Well, that too.
Kenny, this is for you. Where is it? I showed you it once before, but this is that flag drape coffin. I gotta find someone that doesn't tarshia that wants to cut it for me. But whatever comes up. No, that's not it. That's the school bus.
Ron Norris is saying Where to Buy Wood Online can be a show also, but actually I think that's been done. For what it's worth, doesn't mean it can't be done, but 2 websites you can get wood from are Oak Hardwoods, which is in the chat, and I believe that's recorded so people should be able to see the spelling, and Sloan's Wood Shop.
Sloan's.
Scratch that.
Oh, Katie Dotson said that Kenny is being presented. We can't see you, Lee.
Okay. Thanks,
It doesn't
Kenny.
show Kenny being presented. Was he being presented? Oh, he was, because you said present to everyone.
Can you see it now?
No, you have to click stop. There you go. Sorry, I said that kind of brutally. Sorry. I go bye. Yeah, but you got to present yourself. Yes, you are presenting yourself, so I'll shut up. Yes, we can see your screen.
All right. This is the one that I was telling Kenny. This is my flag drape coffin, and I want to try to find someone to cut it for me.
That is an intarsia pattern, correct?
Yes.
But that's the doubt now. That's a great pattern. I've never tried intarsia because true intarsia is different species of wood, and I can't afford all that crap. Yeah.
All right. The one that I was working on the other day is a landscape, so it should be under my portraits.
Landscapes is my thing. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well,
that's pretty.
This is the one I'm working on. It's not finished yet. But.
It's like awesome and stuff. Oh, Donna's Wooden Art. Right here on the panel. Donna, you're allowed to talk, but
I know I didn't want to
interrupt. That's what we do. That's what I do anyway.
That's what y'all do.
Deer Hunter, and she's right because I bought from these people and I love them. Deer Hunter 56 it's a guy named Kim Oberlin. He sells great thin woods, and she mentioned Cherokee Woodworks.
Yeah, we're talking about woodworking now.
Or thin wood. And I don't know about thick wood, but I know Deer Hunter 56 sells thin wood because that's what I
got. Okuch.
Ron says I'm back, and Lee was talking, so I didn't miss anything. That's a polite dig. Oh, Cooch Hardwoods and Sloan's Woodshop are two.
Thanks, Ron. I love you too.
Ron is very complimentary. John Schaffner says, I may stand corrected, but to my knowledge, there are not North American producers of Baltic birch ply. All right, back to you, Lee.
Can you guys still see this?
Unfortunately. Just kidding. Yes, we can.
All right, so that's what I'm working on.
I'm a butthead.
That's a picture I got from Pixabay. So I pulled it over. There's another one I got from Pixabay I'm working on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I taught myself something in GIMP yesterday, which is pretty cool. I didn't realize it before that I could slide the threshold, or not the threshold, but when I'm doing the photography filter, I can slide it over and slide the radius the other way, and it'll actually start to fill in some of the black for me, which is kind of cool, and I don't have to do as much work with the paintbrush. Where you see here it's black. Before, I couldn't get this to fill itself in all the way. So it was just white, and I had to go in and clean it up with the paintbrush. But now, because I figured out how to flip that in GIMP, but I know how to do it now where I can make this solid black. It leaves me a little less work to have to clean up.
That's awesome. And real quickly, for those that don't know that may have missed past shows, Pixabay is one of these sites where you can get copyright-free pictures. It's pixabay.com.
This is a lake I'm working on in a dock. That's when I made a simple swimming dock. Corn. Not done with that one yet. There's one I'm working on. And there's the barn. Kenny, there's the barn.
Could you pull that one back up, Lee? That barn, please. Yeah, that second one, the edit that you did to that, and you brought out the whole. It doesn't look one-sided now. That looks a lot better, man.
Yeah, it was kind of weird before, so I had to play with it.
Jeff Robinson saying, Lee, watch Kenny's layer video. Do you mean last week's show?
No, I post videos on my Facebook group on.
Oh, the one we all have to email to get into. That's why we haven't seen them.
This is the Korean War Memorial. That's one I've been working on. This is the other one that I was working on, Kenny, and it was kind of one-sided, and I didn't like the way it looked. But I'll show you. See, that's the one I was working on, Kenny. See, it looks too flat to me.
Yeah, now that one's going to be nice. I like that.
You know what's funny, Lee? I've sort of been your unofficial co-host for so long, but Donna has the controls to the chat, and I don't.
That's weird.
Yeah, but I watch, and if there's something that comes up that don't need to be, I can take it out quick.
Yeah, that's because Donna used to be on here more, and she had the controls, and I just kind of never said it.
Yeah.
Here's the Great Coliseum that I'm working on.
Just to be clear, somebody in the chat misheard what I said when I gave out the website because I don't always speak clearly. The website is pixabay.com, Pixabay, and there's also pexels.com, Pexels. Back to you, Lee.
There's a castle I'm working on. Now, this picture I actually took with my camera at the medieval fair in Ohio, and I converted it into a pattern.
Well, Donna's right on them links. For what it's worth, Donna, to make those links clickable, I don't know if that's allowed on Facebook, but to make them clickable, just put HTTP:// and that should make them
Here's
clickable.
the-
Possibly not. I don't know if YouTube will let you. Back to you, Lee.
Here's the fireman I'm working on.
Oh,
And,
that's
you know,
oh my God, that's a beautiful picture. I'm
This
jealous
isn't
that you
like-
found it.
This isn't like an overnight thing. I've been working on this for a while, but because you can see the detail. But
Lee,
so,
I know I'm asking you publicly, but would you mind sending me the source photo or linking me to the source photo of that? Because I know you and I have different styles, and we've talked
I'll
about
find
that and how it's because that's a beautiful dang picture.
yeah, I'll find it. I'm trying to finish that, and hopefully we'll do another firefighter issue for the magazine. And
I
put-
think Lee, Kenny, and almost any designer can tell you there's certain pictures you see and it speaks to you. And
Yeah.
that was one. That was one of them right there. So holy crap, that would make an awesome pattern.
Here's one. Here's one I started working on. You guys might recognize it. No,
No.
but not. Power Rangers. Or familiar with the Power Rangers?
No.
Haven't
Sure,
had
Mike.
to use that HTTP in so long. I forgot about that one.
Not matching.
Here's the zebra that I started working on the other day. I think I showed Kenny this once, but
Yeah, this is a nice one.
Oh, that's nice.
sorry.
Dang it, Lee, you're not supposed to have all the good pictures.
The problem with this one is going to be this hair up here. It's going to be a
Up
pain.
on the main. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many. If any of y'all want to entertain trying to design patterns and want copyright-free images, no questions asked, Pexels and Pixabay have a huge variety of pictures, and that's why I hate it when Lee finds one better than I can find, because I get tired of looking after a while, and because me and Lee, I've used the same pictures more than once, is why I keep mentioning me and Lee, but. We've established that we all have different styles, so it's not immoral. As Kenny can probably attest to as well.
Yeah.
Sergio Marsala is leaving us, but thank you for being on, Sergio.
See you in group, Sarge.
Bye, Sergio. Thanks
I know,
for coming on.
Kenny's going to spend 2 hours approving or disapproving emails after this show.
Yeah, he's going to be busy.
Yeah,
Good problem to have, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a good problem. I'm glad I'm getting people to recognize, some of my work, getting people interested in my work.
Okay, so here's
Something like that.
so on this
You get-
one,
You're going to be famous, sir.
the
Sorry, Lee.
here's the source photo. This is actually a shipwreck, which I found over on Pixabay, and this is the shipwreck.
Now,
Is that
shipwreck is a another word for my first marriage. Why do I always have to throw humor in there? Because that's who I am. Back to you, Lee. I like that scuba one too. That was cool.
Which one?
The scuba diving one.
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm still playing with that one. Trying to find the ones that are newer. I did this one the other night. I pulled this off Pixabay, and this is another one that I figured out how to. This one I made after I figured out how to do that thing in GIMP that I was saying, and you can see that it works so well that it even left the little island in the background for me.
Okay, Lee, I'm going to need you to stop going to these sites because you're taking all the good pictures.
So these are just.
Say that with love. Oh, that's cool.
That's a battleship I made a long time ago.
Okay, Kenny, I need your people to get with his people and block him from these websites, please, sir.
Actually,
Wow.
he shared one with me the other day. I got about 16 new pattern ideas.
All right, see, now you find out who your friends are. Oh, that clipper ship too. Dagnabbit. I need to get to
We
work.
need to do another sod or another design show where we all design the same theme.
I just thought of something, and I'm saying this publicly because I want to be out there. Anybody designing, we should have a group where all of us share the same source photos or at least links to them.
Yeah.
Unless anybody's opposed to that, but I like the idea. I have a group on Facebook called Scroll Saw Pattern Designer Showcase, but it's got a variety of people in it. But maybe we could start one just for designers and kind of make it a private group. And that's not to be snooty to the general public. It's just, I think that'd be awesome. I mean, because I'm envious of half the crap. Even that picture is awesome. Dag nabbit. Okay, Kenny, Lee, y'all want to be in on this? We got to start us a group because I'm not liking Lee a whole lot right now. He's taking all the good pictures.
I'm definitely game for it. I mean, you put enough people together. I mean, talent from Lee, talent from you, get Ken Keys involved if we could. We get all together, and I mean, it's just going to put patterns out there for our community to want to cut. It's collaborative efforts.
Absolutely, and I for what it's worth, for people that don't know, if you want to post a huge picture on Facebook, Facebook likes to shrink down photos. So if we do start this group, I recommend posting links to the source photos rather. Yeah, whatever. I didn't mean whatever to you, by the way.
That's the hawk that I made. That's my bear. Kenny, that might be familiar to you because I made that back in the absolutely free scroll saw pattern days.
The hawk, yeah, I told you that the other night. It looked real familiar.
No, not the hawk, the bear. The bear with the fish.
I actually had some people like my idea. I like it when a few people like my idea. It means I said something halfway smart.
Here's my gunslinger. It's another old one. I made that back in those days. It's been a long time since I made that. So I dabble in intarsia too. So this is actually a covered bridge intarsia pattern with a car going across it.
Real quickly, because it's being talked about in the chat, this idea I came up with for the group is not just me, Lee, and Kenny. It's the idea of to get designers or want to be designers involved in that. So I just want to be clear on that. I didn't want people to think it was just us three kind of thing.
See, that's how we had it. Charles, you were part of the group too. That's how we had it in absolutely free scroll saw patterns. I mean, we all wanted to put together patterns, but it was pretty much everybody wanting to design patterns and teaching people how to design patterns. And we did that, where we put a portrait up and each one of us did our own take of that. And you had one picture, but 20 different pattern types.
And that is what's awesome about different designers. Even if y'all all want the exact same result, it's almost impossible when there's different styles. Go ahead, Kenny. I interrupted.
So this is something I designed. It's supposed to be Jesus' last night praying in the garden. And then I added the Bible verse that says, "Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me. Not my will be done, but yours." So it's one of the Bible verses when he's praying.
That's real pretty.
Pattern right here. I just put it in that 3D program and made it that way.
And for people, I've had people ask me in the past, is why I'm addressing this publicly. The reason why you don't see me selling word art patterns, like the word in word thing, is out of respect for Keith Fenton. Although I don't know that he came up with the thing, it's kind of his niche, and I don't want to take away from that. So that's why I have word in word designs, but I only sell finished pieces on that.
For
a lot of
those
people have asked me. That's why I'm addressing that. But anyway,
sorry, Charles. For those of you that watched that St. Patrick's Day episode that we did, we each made a pattern. This is what I designed in that show. This little Irish leprechaun guy. There he is. And so that's what I did on that episode. Trying to see what else is on here. I got some cars I did. If you guys want to see my cars, I'll show you. These are my cars.
Now, in my opinion, Lee has been good at car designs for quite a while now. I mean, I don't know if I should do it publicly. There was only one area I gave him a piece of advice. Not that I'm an expert. Is it okay if I say it, Lee?
The wheels.
Can you show the Charger 71 up close, or even the one to the left of it?
I know the wheels need to be redone.
Well, I mean, I was just explaining to people
Because they need to be,
advice I offered. Well, it was
they
not
need to be
to
had more
say.
space so that they don't fall apart.
Yeah, basically, I was just recommending to him that there should be a thicker bridge to where the hubcaps are.
Now,
or
see, like
rims.
this one doesn't have any hubcap, so this one.
Well, I mean, whatever that white area is, you can call it a rim or a hubcap, and that's not to be arrogant. It's because I wanted him to be able to sell more patterns. I figured if those were, although every scroll saw pattern is, the lines are suggested. The thicker the bridge to an area that's floating, the more likely people are to buy it. And I have room to talk because mine are skinny all over because I'm scary. But again, my intentions were the best. We're good in offering that advice. I don't claim to be better than you are. Or blah blah blah. I've no problem.
I get when I can't critique my own pattern because sometimes I get too into it. I don't see it.
Yeah. And I found places on mine. I got, like I said, I have audacity to even say that because there's places on mine. If you breathe wrong, they'll break. So I got no room to talk.
I don't think you're going to find another lifeguard truck out there. It's kind of one that I did, and I haven't really seen anybody else.
That is a lead-night excuse, but the rims are held on by splinters. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I see that.
But it is an awesome pattern.
I forgot to go back here and fix. Like even here, down by these tires. I mean, I'd go back in and fix it now that like especially here. But I mean, these lines are suggested, so you guys can always change them. When you're cutting it, as Charles said. So.
Yeah, one thing that I've found, if you don't, I'll wait till you're done talking because I don't want to steal what you're showing. Go ahead.
No, and then like even here on the fire truck, this should be probably wider than that, but these are suggestions. You guys can make them wider and everything. I'm gonna probably go back through and rework these. As I said, these are ones that I did, and I'm too close to the situation when I'm doing it. So.
Well, when the wheels are turned like that, it's really convenient, like you did on the front wheel. But if you don't mind, when you're done showing yours, I'd like to show only a couple of mine just to show a fix I found for making the rims and or hubcaps less of a floater. But don't rush yourself out of what you're doing. I'll wait till you're done.
I was just trying to find good ones to show you guys.
I haven't been keeping up with the chat. Ew.
Here's my foreign one. I have a really nice Porsche on here that has a lot of detail that I really like. It's this one right here. This one's pretty cool. So you can see I did the rims a little differently on this one.
Actually, I can't see because I'm multitasking. Sorry.
Still have a little more space down there. You're absolutely right. And I'm going to go through and probably rework all my patterns eventually when I have some time. But between the magazine, the Sawdust magazine, being on the board for directors for Saw, planning the picnic, and my 40-hour week job, yeah.
Responding to the chat, Tracy Keaton needs a pattern for a 65 goat. 65 goat, which is, for people that don't know, that means 1965 GTO. I just checked my inventory. The closest I have, Tracy, is a 1967 GTO.
Don't think I have a goat.
Man.
I got a Bel Air. I got a bunch of Corvettes. Got a Camaro, El Camino, Bel Air, Chevy Master, Bel Air, Chevelle. But no goat. I'll have to make you a goat. This one, I think someone cut this one too, and I kind of remember who did it. But
Ron Norris had to leave us. Good night, Ron.
Good night, Ron. Click.
Click on, baby.
Till next time, Ron. Click.
Low rider home.
So there's the truck, but yeah, I did not. Yeah, I don't have a goat. I'll have to make you a goat. Right, what year did he say? Who said it?
1965. Tracy Keaton said it.
Tracy,
which I believe is a female.
Yeah. Tracy, if you don't have me already on Facebook, add me and I'll try to make you one. All right. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna let. Well, actually, real quick. Then I'll let you go, Charles.
Okay, it's your show.
This is one I did recently. Here's the source photo right here, and then I made it into a intarsia pattern. Kind of hard to see it. Apologize about that. But you can see it's kind of like a woody with a surfboard. And then the next one, this is all my Chevys, my Intarsia Chevys. There's a Camaro, a Corvette, a Cruise, and a new Camaro. I'll show you guys the Camaro. So there's the Camaro. That one came out pretty cool. I really like that one.
Yeah, that looks nice. I haven't tried ever yet. I haven't tried doing intarsia patterns.
That's the new Camaro. And then these are my emergency vehicle ones. So the fire truck that I did. Here's a Crown Vic. So there's the Crown Vic.
Katie Dawson is saying no Mopar. Shame on you.
I got Mopars.
And Tracy Keaton is saying it does need to be a 65 GTO, so I suck out on that one. That's on you, Lee, since you offered. I ain't gonna steal it from you.
And then I did a monster truck. So here's the monster truck. There's the monster truck.
Big old monster truck.
Yeah. And here's the pattern for the monster truck.
Boom.
Found somebody else that has an intarsia monster truck pattern. I don't think there's one out there. But it could be. I don't know. I've never seen one. And then she was saying no Mopar, right? What would you call these? Oops. This is a. What would you call these? This is a 1970 Dodge Challenger. So that's Mopar. Mopar. That's a Plymouth Roadrunner. So, and that's Charger. Roadrunner. Viper. These are all Dodges. And then there's a Charger in here. 71, I believe.
John Schaffner said first Camaro was a Chevelle 71.
Which one?
I don't know. He just said first Camaro was a Chevelle 71. 1971 Chevelle.
I don't know what he's saying. One I showed or one I don't know what he's referring to.
Terry Whitley is saying nice patterns.
And then I have some Mustangs in here for you Ford fans. Al Forte.
It's Al 40. Just
He's
kidding.
a big Mustang guy.
Inside joke.
And then these are my older ones, like some of the like an old Cadillac. This is like a really old Cadillac.
Carol Schultz is saying, I used to race a 71 Dodge Demon 340. You go, girl. I mean, I shouldn't say girl because Carol could be a male name too.
Carol? Used to race?
Carol
Wow.
Schultz. Well, Carol O'Connor was Archie Bunker, so it could be a male or a female. I have no idea. My apologies.
Carol Schultz? No, Carol Schultz is in my Scroll Flat Club. She is a female.
Okay, Whitley Woodwork. Terry says, I'm still looking for a Harley Knucklehead motor pattern. Guaranteed Kenny will jump right on that.
Kenny's
Wait,
got one.
what? Whitley,
Kenny
Terry, why are you looking for a pattern? You're a pattern designer.
That's a good point, Charles.
Although I have been known to buy from other designers if I like that design.
I like to spread the wealth.
Kenny, I wrote to you on Facebook, by the way.
All right, Charles, your turn. Show them what you got.
Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm not gonna show every one of my patterns. Okay, am I presented, Mr. Lee? Yes, I am. All right, I'm going to screen share. I will only show. First of all, what I wanted to point out was the blah 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 blah. blah.
I don't know what he's saying. First Chevelle was a 71.
He might mean the first one you showed. I have no idea.
The first one I showed,
I don't know. I have no idea what he means. I just wanted to show you the example I was talking about of one way I learned.
I think he might mean the Intarsia one. Oh, yeah, if it's the Intarsia one, I've been told that it's actually not a Camaro, it's a Chevelle, but when I did it, I got mislabeled.
I've got 3 or 4 rows of vehicles, but I've you know, that's neither here nor there. Trying to find a good example of stability for wheels or tires. See how you kind of, this is not, you know, super gorgeous, but it's a way of showing where the light's reflecting off of the tire. It's much more stable than that single little line is what I meant by that. Not saying I'm the expert. I'm just saying I have found that to be a more sturdy, that or if the rim is part way showing. Yeah, I did it there too. And I also did the edge of the tire with light reflecting there. So that's, now stuff like the names, those are going to be, you know, bridges and stuff. And for me judging myself, that grill may be very well too brittle, but you know, I just real quickly wanted to show that. But yes, I have a variety of vehicles as well. Old all the way up to big old Bugatti Veyron or Venom GT, Hennessy Venom GT. But yeah, so that's all I'll show. I don't want to take up 3 hours.
He says, I know I have too many on the go, but I like to buy from others too. Yeah, it's like me. I still buy from different designers, even though I design.
Yeah, you don't have to stop presenting me because I like looking famous. And that's going to cue him to stop presenting. I knew it. He don't love me.
You're still on. I just took you off to stop presenting.
Oh, I know.
Kenny's doing something over there. I see him.
I was looking through my motorcycle patterns. I've got a shovel head.
At motorcycle patterns.
When someone just asked for a motorcycle, I love doing motorcycles. Here's an Indian Scout. Wrong one.
That looks more like a Mustang.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong button, and then.
Oh, okay.
I like it when Donna mixes up the 2 chats and puts it on the inside chat instead of the YouTube chat. Sorry to call you out there, Donna.
Yeah, but when I do that, I just put it on the outside chat. I'm like, oh, well, I'll tap twice.
Wrong chat. I've been there.
She's looking for a particular year and model.
Well, the one I saw said they were looking for a motor. That was Terry Whitley saying that. He was looking for
Chris just said he dropped his project after 2 hours. Time for tight bond. Nice. That sucks, dude.
Trying to figure out where it was he asked. He asked for a motor of a Harley something or other.
Whitley said it, and he said, I'm still looking for a Harley Knucklehead.
Yeah, Harley Knucklehead motor. I don't know if there was a year on there, was there?
No, you're just a Harley Knucklehead.
Yeah, so that might be the one you're referring to, Kenny.
The way you're just...
That's Terry. Terry, do you have a year on that for him?
Just
the motor. He wants just the motor.
Okay, go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, Charles, Hand or Fox or one of them.
Charles Hand, Alex Fox.
Yeah, one of them did a motor not too long ago.
I believe both of them have done a motor.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a particular motor, I could do it. I haven't done any motors. I mainly do the whole bike, add it to a scenery. It's something I'd be willing to try. I love new stuff, but like I said, that's taking the idea from someone else, and I try to stay leery of that.
Well, I can't speak to exactly what you're saying, but regarding ideas and sharing. Me and Lee, at least lately, have been doing that quite a bit. So I mean, it all depends on the individual designers too, as to how it would be perceived.
If you send me a message, tell me what you're looking for, and I'd be more than happy to try it. I'm currently working on a 429 Boss motor pattern. My favorite engine. Love a Mustang. So I have no problems with doing a motorcycle motor as well. I just, like I said, I haven't done one because I try not to take from others.
I admire the loyalty, but doing a motor in general, as long as you're not actually taking their design and copying it, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying. Pablo Astudillo has joined us.
Who wanted the GTO?
Stacy Keaton. It had to be in 1965, though.
Stacy Keaton. I don't know that I have Stacy on my Facebook as friends, so Stacy, add me.
Kenny, in response to what you said, I wouldn't see it as immoral. I admire where you're coming from, but a motorcycle engine isn't something that's exclusive to one motorcycle. Well, in other words, I think you could get away without anybody being offended by it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's definitely something I'd take a look at. I definitely love doing the engineering stuff. It's my line of work. So, yeah, definitely send me a message. Let me know exactly what you're looking for. And we can go from there.
Okay, Terry Whitley says he will be in touch. And yeah, I already talked about Pablo. God, we're over 2 hours now, Lee. How'd you manage that?
I don't know. It's a good match today.
Well, yeah, because Donna won't let us talk any. I'm kidding.
Donna just keeps talking.
Between my babbling butt and the fact that I forgot what I was going to say. Actually, I love it when shows go long like this because it means we had a lot to talk about. And a lot of that involves the audience, which is awesome. Because you can't, I think I speak for all of us, we can't do these shows without the audience. Because, they feed what the show, especially having run a show. It's hard to run a show and come up with topics. Holy monkey, it's hard. But it helps when the chat is active, which it has been tonight.
Appreciate it.
That's a rootness. And any designers... sadly, the bad part about this being a long show, it should be Lee, but I might. We're gonna have to go back through it. Remember all the designers that were mentioned and put their links.
Hey, there's Al Forte.
Yeah, you're saying audience. Actually, Al's been there quite a while. I think he was one of the first viewers.
Yeah, Al, why aren't you on the panel? That's what I'm.
For some reason, he just totally avoided your panel, probably because he heard I was going to be here.
Probably heard I was going to be here.
I'm not everybody's favorite. I'm kidding. Al is a great guy.
You're probably sick of me by now. That's what it is.
Oh man, yeah, Lee. I think it is very important. Although the chat shows up, but the average person doesn't. And this isn't a dig on you because I've done the same thing. The average person doesn't want to watch a whole show for information. So it is, in my personal opinion, it's very important that we get all the names and links mentioned tonight in the description more so than the comments, because most people just read the description. So it's your homework. I'd love to help, but hey, I'm just kidding.
Well, we should probably eventually do another one of these, and we'll do it so that we have all of everything prepared and down the road sometime.
Yeah, Al was saying he was not invited, and Donna's saying yes, you were.
I gave you the link, Al. Twice.
I asked him, why are you in the chat and not on the panel?
Yeah. Thank you, Donna. We need to let Donna talk more often so she can whoop up on people.
Kenny didn't leave. He just had to go do something. I'll be back. See, there he is.
Welcome back, Kenny.
Thank you.
We missed you.
Your last joke, I about choked myself, Charles.
About choked yourself on what?
That last joke.
My last
Donna, can you send an invite to Al, please?
Did I know I make jokes, but what was my last joke?
Made that comment about Al Forte and ignoring Lee.
Oh, I don't
Because I
remember
keep
what I
calling him
said.
Al for Pete.
Don't worry about it.
I'm so used to being goofy, I can't keep track of what I've said, which is usually a good
I just didn't expect you to say that. I
Always expect the unexpected with me, and I know the viewing audience can relate to that. And John Schaffner wants to know what you're smoking in that thing.
Really?
this
I
could-
sent you the panel link. All right.
Okay, Al, check your message.
I
He
just
sent you a link. Donna just sent it. See, because Donna's on the ball. Lee. I don't want to start dogging him because hey, that's my thing. Donna just sent it. See, 'cause
Greetings, folks.
Donna's on the ball.
Dr.
Lee, Al,
Pepper.
please mute your YouTube. You made the same mistake Donna did.
Oh, wait. Let me mute my YouTube.
Good idea.
This show is now brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish they'd sponsor me, man. I'm fat because of them.
Yes,
That really is. I really don't eat that much. It's all the dang Dr. Pepper.
I still got to find that shirt again that says blood is. Remember I sent it to you, the link? It says something like,
yeah. Blood type Dr. Pepper or something like that.
yeah, blood type Dr. Pepper.
That's
Hey,
fun right there.
Look at this one. Look.
Hi. Makers Media Network 2018. Awesome.
Hey, look at that.
Proud member, Makers Media Network.
Booyah.
Oh, did you guys see the back?
I need to get in that thing.
Yes, you do.
What do I have to do to get in it?
You have to go to makersmedianetwork.com. It is an application process. Not everybody is approved, but not everybody is disapproved either. What is it?
They approved Charles, so
All right, you think you know who your friends are. That's twice in one show I've had to say that.
Well, if they let Charles in, then I think I'm good.
Okay,
you're still in it though, aren't you?
We said good night. Oh, okay.
I'll get with you later on that, Al.
Okay.
All right. Terry, good night.
Yeah, I was going to say Terry Whitley had to go.
Get a camera, get a mic. Would love to have you on here one night.
Actually, I'll
got
just go ahead.
Got any patterns for the magazine? Let me know.
Actually, I don't think I'm being what's the opposite of private? I'm not trying to. I don't think there's anything wrong with me being. I fully support what Makers Media Network is. I applaud what they're doing. My schedule is so hectic. I didn't feel like I could be a valuable member. That's my own opinion.
Well,
So I graciously separated from there, but still very much support them, and still very much appreciate Steve Nealon as an individual and my website guy. But I'm not technically a Makers Media Network member right now, but that's for no other reason other than I'm trying to balance my life out, and I didn't feel like in my opinion, could not keep up with what I felt to be the obligations of being in the network. So
I just thought you had dropped out of the chat. Is all.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up.
No, it's no problem. I just wanted to make sure I worded it correctly because nothing on their part was done wrong and nothing on my part was done wrong. It's a good problem to have, but I've been so busy contractually.
I know that chat can get pretty busy back and forth and stuff. And
it wasn't related to the chat at all. It's just contractually.
That's what I thought. So I guess
it was just contractually that I didn't think I could fulfill the obligations, and I may be incorrect on that. I just felt like I owed it to them. But I don't want the show to be about that. But
no problem there. No problem there. Anyway, folks, how y'all doing this evening?
great group of folks. There's 50 plus people in there. So yeah, great group of people.
50 plus?
Yes. No, not on the viewers and Makers Media.
Not on the viewers.
Oh.
I wish.
I wish.
I wish.
No. I fully support makersmedianetwork.com is how you can apply to join. Many of the names we all know are in there.
We get the 50 viewers, and I'm going to go ballistic because we've never had 50 viewers.
Well, if I get 50 views on my show on a live show, I'm thinking their favorite TV program must be over because I can't picture attracting that many people. See, I dogged myself again. Kenny, why do you let me do that?
Your cable bill probably didn't get paid. That's why.
That's what it is. I got nothing else to do, so I'll just go and watch Lee's show.
Hey, you were able to put a. How were you able to put a link there? That's impressive.
I'm
Yeah,
special.
that's what a
Moderator.
moderator is able to do. It used to not
Ah.
be allowed by anybody, but
Cool. I'm glad they changed that. That was annoying.
but I do encourage people to apply to them, but I don't want to make the show about them. But yeah, they are a great group, great mission, great people. Go for it. Anyhow,
Jeff asked you, when will you start the Star Trek project?
you must be talking to Al.
Al.
We're waiting for some blanks and some sponsorship on the colorant for it. But I may start one of my own. I just don't have. Well, I'll just come out and say I need to make some hulls, and that I don't know if that's the project you're referring to, but the one I was referring to, I probably shouldn't have said anything about. And I won't continue. But anyway, on that note, it'll be soon. How's that? Soon.
Donna's holding up her clock.
She's not holding it up. That's her camera off icon.
Okay.
I'm just laughing because Al got 3/4 through the way through the story before he said I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Right?
That's two in one
Hey,
night,
Lee,
Al.
look, I'm holding up the wall, Lee.
Nice.
I actually have my brother bringing something in that I found him at a yard sale a couple of years ago to show Al.
To show Al or show out?
To show Al.
Well, what was it?
Well, he'll bring it in and I'll show you.
Okay. Let me bring up the chat since people are talking about Star Trek. I better pay attention, huh?
For what it's worth, only one person did. Just throwing that out there.
That's all. That's good enough.
And that was a playful dig, Lee, because
thank you, Jeff.
that was a playful dig because.
Hey Tracy, before you go, remember to add me on Facebook, and then I'll start on a GTO for you. What year was it again? 71?
1965. You were close.
65 GTO. All
Okay,
right.
Al, here you go.
All right. You gotta click on her thumbnail.
Was it a 65 or a 75? I wrote it down as a 75.
It's a 1965. What the heck is that? Is that a Klingon? That's some kind of Star Trek symbol.
That is a
Klingon Batleth.
forget what?
Klingon Batleth.
Yes, Batleth. Exactly.
Yeah,
Klingon.
yard sale, $20. Supposedly made to size and all that stuff where they called them and got dimensions or whatever.
Okay, Tracy is leaving us now. Have a good night, all. This has been a wonderful show. Many blessings to you all. And good night, Tracy Keaton.
All right, Tracy, just send me a message over at Facebook with what it is, and I'll make it for you with the year and the model.
Oh, 1965.
Yeah, that Batleth that she has. For those that don't know, Worf, which is
65. Okay. I'll make look me up on Facebook, and I'll
65 GTO, and Alex explaining Worf.
That's all right. I thought he.
No, I was gonna say go ahead. I wasn't trying to be mean because
Anyway,
we were all interrupting each other.
Worf and any honorable Klingon would fight with one of those.
Okay. Yeah, Lord. Now,
That's
Kenny,
why
see
it's
what you
just-
signed on
That's
for?
why I was sold at the garage sale.
Kenny, are you starting to regret getting on the panel?
That's a little Ferengi, if you ask me.
It goes all over the place, baby.
Nice.
A frugal Klingon is a Ferengi.
Klingon both. Alice.
How the heck did we make the show last this long?
It's Jeff's fault.
What is NCC 1701?
That's the Star Trek numbers like you would see on the tail of a little plane.
The hull number of the Enterprise.
I'm not even a Trekkie, and I knew that. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I know that's like the Enterprise number or something.
Yes, that's correct. That's the Enterprise.
Now Chris Nealon's saying honorable Klingon. I think not. My God, let's not get started on Star Trek, please, Jesus.
When I was a kid, I used to run around with like one of those Star Trek things on my chest all the time, like I was on the crew.
When I was a kid, I can't even repeat most of it.
One of the buttons, the communicators.
A communicator or a comm badge.
Yeah.
Or one of the earliest T-shirts from the 70s and 80s. Scotty beamed me up because
one of these. One of these.
Yeah, but not that one.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah, you remember the classic T-shirt growing up? Scotty beamed me up. There's no intelligent life here. I wasn't talking at all. We're good.
That one.
Oh God, on the stick, help me, Jesus.
That one.
Yeah, it was similar to that.
I know why Kenny's laughing, but I'll just keep it
That
to
one.
myself.
That one.
Yeah,
Around-
exactly.
That one.
You guys. Way to go, Donna.
Donna's got one too.
Kapla.
I don't know. I don't have none. He has it. My brother is in here.
All right. So
You know, I made a pattern to make those on the scroll saw and do communicators. Put a little pin on them and then put them on your shirt.
let's talk about scroll song for a little bit. What you
No. Go away. Go away.
I hope you
Go away.
Oh, I tell my brother go away. He's trying to hand me all kinds of Star Trek stuff. I'm like, no, go away.
Hey, just have him stand behind you. He doesn't have to hand it to you.
That's what I told him. I said, just get over here and you can show it.
There's a little space right behind you. Yeah. You don't even have to move, Donna. You just need to stand to the right of your
Benton,
over your right shoulder.
Mud, where are you? What? Chris, what are you? We lost Charlie. That's not good.
Hey, Chris. I'm sure you've seen Discovery and the new Harcourt Fenton that's on there.
Heavy mode.
Okay, Kenny says he's got to call it a night, so we'll probably.
What's Kenny's email again? For being able to see the patterns.
Man, I'm just running everybody off, aren't I?
Charlie just poofed. He'll be back. He didn't say goodnight. So I'm assuming he'll be back.
How you doing,
They're
Mr.
all
Judge?
day today, so
Kenny Hopkins' email is kennyhopkins71@gmail.com.
Bye, Kenny. Have a good one.
Hey, you guys have a great night. Thank
Nothing
you.
like the original.
Bye, Kenny. Thanks for being on. All right. Well, I don't know if Charlie's coming back or not.
Did he hit a wrong button?
Maybe.
See,
Maybe he pulled the lead and hit the end instead of the other one.
on. Two people just.
Well, Katie says you're not running her off.
All right, Katie.
Awesome.
Stick around. Let's have fun. Let's tell ghost stories. I don't know.
Did I just saw Donna chug?
Yeah, you did. Chug, 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 chug. Yes, Discovery.
So John, did you see the Harton Fedcor, whatever his name is, Mud? Did you see him in there? What did you think of him?
What do you guys think of that Orville? I've been watching that show. Did you see it yet?
I've seen it. Yes.
I think it's kind of like a Star Trek sort of.
Yeah, it has what some people have called more Star Trek than Discovery. Now, I honestly don't see it as much. I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't a lot of, but it puts a comedic, swing on it, or I don't know, twist on it, I guess is a better way to put it.
It wasn't the original Star Trek supposed to be funny though. Like they had funny lines in it and stuff.
Yeah, it did, but it also had some real. Well, I guess Orville does also some good moral, lines underneath. But this one seems more charlatanistic, if that's a word, than the original one. The original one was just, melodramatic. Spock, come here, I need you. That type of melodrama, I guess. But this one's just Orville is just downright hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Discovery one because they put it on that one channel, and nobody else can get it unless you buy that channel, and I'm not about to buy it. So.
Well, I honestly don't watch TV and have internet and cable. The wife watches the cable and the TV. Now and then we go sit in the living room, but that's the only station I watch because I've got it on my computer. So.
Chris said that was Thomas Edison.
Gives us a local. What's that?
Chris said that was Thomas Edison.
The original Mud?
I don't know what he's referring to. I'm lost.
I have no idea.
Well,
no, the "come here, I need you" line.
Oh, I gotcha. I don't know. I just Spock, come here, I need you. Oh, I knew it was somebody, famous.
all right, guys. Well, I'm probably going to have to call it a night. I've got the girlfriend calling me on the other line. Sorry, correction. Fiance calling me on the other line. Ooh. And she's probably going to be home soon, so we should probably end this before she gets here.
He said, sorry, Alexander Bell.
Did he invent the telephone?
Yes, he did.
But you see, here's the thing, John. They should have put it on where everybody can get it, because I don't want to pay $5 extra. I already pay for Hulu, Sling, and a bunch of other things, so I don't want to pay $5 more.
Yeah, I agree with John.
It's probably worth it, because CBS probably has other shows on there that are good too, but I don't want to buy something else. I might look at it, though, because if I drop Sling, I might pay for that. The Sling's like $40, so.
I have an antenna.
You can watch. You don't. No. See, Sling's not cable. It's through the internet. And,
I thought about getting Sling and stuff, but I can't have two things on at one time, and I lose my connection. So until I can actually get cable out here for internet, it's like I can't watch Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch acts up for me too. Ask Cal. We were trying to fix it one day. That was fun.
By the way, you're highlighted on me.
What's that?
I mean, I don't mind being on camera, but that's all I see is me.
Oh.
No wonder people are running away.
Well, they're probably running away because we quit talking about Scroll Saw.
Yep.
We're still live.
I will probably do some type of Star Trek marathon on my channel at some point. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's call it a night, and because it's been a long show, so it's time. All right. Thank you, everyone that was on tonight. Donna, thank you very much. Al, thank you, sir. Charles Daring, he's not here anymore, but thank you, Charles. We'll see this afterwards. So thank you, Charles. Thank you, Kenny Hopkins. Everybody over on the chat, Katie Dotson, John Schaffner, Chris Nealing. I can never say his name. Forgive me, Chris.
Al,
Jason,
I'm going to interrupt for just a minute, Lee. Jeff wants to know if you're going to be in Houston.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Carol Schultz, thank you for being here. I'm trying to go up the list here. It's a long list. Who else? Sergio, thank you, sir, for being here tonight. Jeff Robinson. And all right. Well, there's a lot of people, and I'm not going to score. Oh, Steve Collins. Thank you, sir. That's pretty much everybody. Thank you guys for all coming tonight, and thanks for asking questions over there in the chat. And we'll see you next time. I'll try to have it Monday if something doesn't change. As I always say, if it's not Monday, it'll be Tuesday night after 9:30. But we're shooting for Monday of next week, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hi, everyone.
That guys.
Good night, everybody.
This evening.